All right, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Legitimate Enterprises here on Lazybones TV. Yes, this is episode 3, all hands on deck. So, real quick before we get started, let's go around and introduce everyone and tell everyone who you are, who you're playing, and what what you think is the most stupidest Legends thing in Star Wars. Sure, let's do that. The most ridiculous thing from Star Wars Legends. So let's start with good old Aaron. Who are you? Who are you playing? And what's the stupidest thing that you love? The stupidest thing that you love very dearly.
Now I have to think about
in Legends.
Well, my name is I go by Too Much Thought or Duncan. I'm playing Aaron Gunner, the human bounty hunter and rather handsome man. As for my favorite piece of Legends content that I hate but love, I have absolutely no idea, Mike, because I don't know what's Legends and what's not Legends anymore.
That's valid. Now let's broaden it. What's the stupidest thing that you love about Star Wars? Because we all know, like, there's lots of that out there.
There's such a lot out there. I like so this is not really a specific thing, but I love how nothing in Star Wars can be wrong. So they just bend what everyone said in like a politician-esque way of like, we don't not know what distance versus time is. It's really that time space has been warping, and he was talking about that. So that's and then that was even worse in Legends, that nothing could ever be wrong, so it just all kind of bent into itself.
Yeah. All right. Exul, who are you? Who you playing? And what's your favorite stupid thing about Star Wars?
I'm Necro. I'm playing Exul, the Zabarak sharpshooter, and my favorite dumb thing that I love about Star Wars is Star Wars.
That's yeah. Echo, who are you? Who you playing? And what's your favorite stupid thing about Star Wars?
I'm J.L. Holloway of Hall Hideaway. I'm playing Echo, the Chandraphan mechanic. I gotta go with the dialogue in the prequel trilogy. I mean, come on, it's wonderfully
that's up there.
That's a good one.
Vrel, who are you? Who are you playing? And what's your favorite stupid thing about Star Wars? Are they with us? Or is internet broke?
Or not moving?
Kelsey?
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Hello. I
Hello.
think this is working.
There we go.
I had my mic on mute while I was fixing something. My bad.
No worries.
I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Vril, the Trandoshan Doctor, and my favorite dumb thing about Star Wars is just Gungans as an entirety, but
Gungans.
specifically I do love Jar Jar Binks, and everyone will shame me for that.
Gungans.
Ooh.
No, Gungans. Oh,
I
man.
love him. You
He's-
can't hurt.
No.
Look, I saw the prequels when I was young,
Oh, yeah.
okay? I was the audience it was appealing to, and it appealed to me. He has a special place in my heart for being a doofy, lovable idiot. And while I understand the criticisms for some people who were more hardcore older fans at that point, I still like him.
I will tell you that I recently rewatched The Phantom Menace, and I had a fantastic time.
Yeah.
So,
I've been rewatching we watched all the Star Wars movies, me and my girlfriend, to prepare for this game specifically. It was great. And I love the prequels. They're fun. They might not be the best movies, but they're fun.
Jar Jar's
Exactly.
fate after the Empire Rises is so sad. Jar Jar becomes a curse word on Naboo. It's
Oh no.
and he's a street mime who doesn't even say his own name anymore. It's
I
a
didn't know
very
that.
it's
Poor
a very
dude.
tragic fate.
He doesn't deserve that. He's just an idiot.
he
I can
kind
relate.
he kind of elected Space Hitler. kind of.
single-handedly.
All right, but he had everyone duped. It was not specifically Jar Jar.
Jar
That
Jar's
is a fair point.
Jar Jar
Jar's the
pulled the
linchpin.
trigger.
He's
He
the
was the one.
linchpin.
Yeah, he's
At
done.
the-
All right.
After
Okay,
Stopper.
so his biggest fault is being manipulable by a Sith Lord.
So say we.
Yeah.
All. It's all of our
Everybody
biggest
else.
faults.
We've all been there.
We're better than that. Yeah.
All right, Jix, who are you? Who are you playing? And what's your favorite stupid thing about Star Wars before this turns into a Jar Jar podcast?
Hell yeah.
That's right. I'm Drake Finney. I play Jix Chow, who we're going to change the name 4 or 5 times, as we say, but that's fine. Pantoran Smuggler. Been gone for last week, so I was catching up to everyone, blowing up everything as it was going. And yeah, some of the great quotes I could pull out of there. Favorite thing about Star Wars, or favorite crazy thing about Star Wars? Favorite stupid thing? Has to be because I'm one of them old guys that watched it in the beginning. We were there for the first generation, and it was everything Marvel put out that was so wrong back in the comic books back in the 70s. I mean, you know, there's actually issues out there where Darth actually does fight Anakin Skywalker, and it's just like, nope, not real. So yeah,
He's
everything
fighting his inner demons.
Yeah.
Aren't they responsible for the rabbit pirate as well?
Yep. Yeah. I mean, wow. It was going back and looking at my comic book closet. I'm just like, oh God, Marvel was way off. But no one was writing anything, so it was in between Star Wars and Empire. They're just going, hell, run with it.
And oh, sorry. Go ahead. Aaron.
Can I change my answer to the Droids animated film? Because that's
The Droids animated.
It's only about twice as old as I am.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it's still, it's real. It's great. It's great.
And I am Lazy Bones. I am the GM here today. And my favorite stupid thing about Star Wars, I was only very recently reminded of this, but the Lopi species, they are rabbit people, and they look like the Trix bunny, and they just... Why? That is all I have to say. So, so before we so there's a couple things we got to do before we get started today. First off, we need a good old recap of last week provided to us by our lovely, handsome galactic standard boy, Aaron Gunner.
Hold on.
Oh no, he's getting in costume.
I can't find that hat. Well, you know what? It'll be a slightly different kind of
A slightly different kind of hat.
slightly different kind of hat. But you know, the it's really the meaning behind the hat, not the hat itself.
This makes me so happy that this is all off screen.
Costume change. Take one.
This is some cinematic mastery, right?
Well, I can't find my fedora or my trench coat.
Oh,
So,
bummer.
all right.
We're all very disappointed.
We followed the trail of the Minok incursion on the ship. It was mysterious because there was no recorded footage whatsoever of anything that happened on the ship during that period. We managed to find the telltale signs of small explosive used. After doing some interviews around the cruise and checking out a manifest in private, we eventually came to narrowed it down to a short list of suspects. One of which was a security a member of the security forces named Mayara Oliver, as well as a bit of a troublemaker named Jace Kello. He helps us out a little bit in the security forces, and he's known for some minor thieving and brawling. We split up and made sure to try and lock out some escape pods, and well, eventually we got in ourselves a little bit of trouble with Jace. He elbowed me pretty hard in the chest. That really hurt. My rib is still bruised. And we, after some adventures with Echo in there was a fight. Apparently, Mayara found out because it kind of got around that we were following up on Jace. She figured she was also in trouble, and she lit a fire in the cargo bay, I believe. No, wait, there was she made an explosion in the cargo bay. Echo followed her down into some vents. There was a part with Jace crying in the bathroom, I believe. I think he's feeling better now.
Well,
He's dead.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, Jace got shot. Jace is dead. Sorry, I forgot about that. He's not feeling that much better.
He's
But
not feeling anything.
we don't know what the Force Hell is like,
Force
but we know he's in it.
It's the holiday special.
Yeah, fortunately or unfortunately, after a questioning session with Jace, we wanted to bring him into the captain. The captain thanked us for his information, confronted Jace, and then murdered Jace in cold blood. After decommissioning the escape pods, Exel and I were confronted by Mayara, who had a small explosive device in her hand. After a brief interaction, we managed to kind of talk her down a little bit, and she threw the non-dead man switched trigger to the explosives to us, and then I said, I'm gonna shoot her, and then we ended it.
Yeah, so we start ourselves with a good old Seleucami standoff here. Blasters drawn, pointing at everyone. And before we do that, let's go ahead and roll some Destiny dice, please. So let's get our Destiny pools established. All right, I'm liking where this is going.
Is it the kind of liking that I don't like you liking, or the liking that I like you liking?
I think it's the liking that you don't like me liking.
It's always that one.
Echo contributed poorly.
Yes. It happens. So, and the other thing that we gotta do is roll for obligation, which is a fun system which allows for people's backstories to take a front seat in sessions, but all it takes is a simple D100 roll, and we'll see what we get. No obligation trigger this time, unfortunately. So,
I didn't see a dice roll, so I'm happy.
I did it off screen. Spook.
You're one of them.
Do I fudge my dice rolls? No, I don't.
There was a whole debate about that on Twitter.
There's a debate about that every day.
I mean, yeah, but I saw it, so
There's some folks getting angry about that one.
Yeah, it's heated. So anyway, I digress. So we pick things up in front of the escape pod station. Let me paint a picture. So standing in front of the escape pods are Aaron and Exul, flanked on either side by other security officers, Brad and Chad. I think that's what we decided their names were. There's Miria, who is standing in medium range from Aaron, Exul, and Brad and Chad. And then coming up from behind is Vrel, Echo, and I suppose now we can just say you've collected Jix. you have pulled him out of whatever.
He saw us running down the hallway.
Yeah, and he's like, I should probably run away from this.
That's a Jix thing to think. Yeah, totally.
And now, Jix, you found yourself stuck between a rock and a hard place. So, I think the last thing that Aaron said he was going to do was shoot Miria.
Was it that, or was I going to shoot the? I remember the last thing I asked was like, could I shoot? If I shoot the controls, do I know enough about explosives that it would detonate the bomb?
You could make me a hard mechanics check, or computers. Mechanics or computers. That's.
All right, it'll be the same, and I may or may not. I know it might seem like I'm opening up my character sheets because I forgot to open them before the game started, but that is not the case.
No, you're not.
That would be a stupid mistake that a rookie would make. I didn't make that. I'm just really thinking about how to count to 2 in order to figure out how much I need to roll. You said it doesn't really matter for me, so it's just And what difficulty did you say it was?
Hard, so 3 purples.
1, 2, 3. Given my background, is there any quibbling I can do to get more stuff?
Take a boost.
Yay, quibbling. All right, hard is 3.
Yep.
My brain is 2.
Yep. And you get a little boosty. Oh, okay.
A really, really threatened success.
Excellent.
Lauren.
What a roll to start things off with. Okay. So I'm gonna say, it's a possibility. Maybe it's not a dead man's switch, insofar that if she releases the button, things blow up.
Yeah, because she threw it. It's
Because
between that
it's that, but it could be one of those things where when she presses the button, it stops sending a signal, and that tells the explosive she may or may not have planted on the ship to blow up. So it's a possibility, but you don't know whether or not it's a yes. If I shoot this thing, we'll blow up, or if I shoot this thing, it turns into space dust.
A lot of decisions to make right now.
Take
And
the shot. Take the shot.
I know. I gotta think. What would Gunner do?
Emphasis on gun.
I'm gonna try. There is a small stationary object, and I am just gonna blast it.
You're gonna blast it?
Yeah,
Okay.
like a stormtrooper trying to hit a can.
You're gonna
Means
roll
you're
that
gonna
bad?
miss.
Yeah. Okay. So make me a ranged heavy check. It's in short range, so it's 1 difficulty die, but add 2 setbacks. 2 setbacks. I can count because it's tiny.
You said it was an easy check.
Yeah. So it's 1 purple
Easy check with 2
Yeah.
setbacks.
and 2 setbacks because it's small.
If there's one thing Aaron can do, it's shoot at people. That is true.
Beautiful. A moving song.
Upgrade 2 of those. Yeah, singing's not really his specialty. It's shooting.
Mr. Gunner's neighborhood.
You shoot people in the feelings.
Hi, neighbor. All right.
Sure.
Yeah. So you.
That did not go as well as it should have.
No.
So 1 bright
Nice.
red blaster bolt flies out of the end of Aaron's carbine, strikes the detonator, and it's gone. There's nothing left of it save a blaster burn on the. There's nothing left save a blaster burn on the deck, and she kind of fixes you with a cold stare. Miria does, and she goes, I really wish you hadn't have done that. And she's going to bring up her blaster pistol and try to fire. So let's get everyone to roll initiative, please. You could pick cool or vigilance. I feel like everyone's
It
kind
would be cool.
everyone's expecting a fight here, but it's suddenly starting. So
How close
Cool.
are?
I feel
Is
like you should
Echo
make a
and-
call as to which one it is. Otherwise, people are just going to cherry pick whichever they're good at.
in this
But is it-
situation, I'd say either is suitable. I typically pick, but in this sort of situation, everyone's been expecting a fight, but it's starting suddenly. So you
Yeah.
pick.
Now, if I remember rightly, Vrel and Echo weren't actually like in on this scene
Yeah, I'm about to say, how far away are we?
Yeah. You guys are.
because I was with the captain and I wasn't actually even moving towards it. I was supposed to go back and
Oh,
help,
right. I mean, we can
Greece.
just say that you're here if you'd like to be.
I
Just
wanted
for-
no. I'm more concerned with the medical aspect of things. Vrel's not primary concern is not engaging right now,
Beating
which
up
you know.
people.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good at that too, but
Yeah.
seeing as someone did get shot, I feel like that kind of precludes things a bit.
Okay. So
What's the right word?
Jix and Echo, you guys are medium
No.
range,
Not
behind
at
behind Miria on the other side of her, and Vrel, you are a ways away. If you want to start
Should
moving towards the sound of combat,
Yeah.
you can.
I was gonna say, do you want me to roll initiative for this, or should I just? I can do my own thing. We can do this scene and then go on to me. I don't mind missing out on the combat.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you can roll initiative if you'd like, if you think Varel would start running towards the sounds of battle, but otherwise, he can just not be here.
Yeah, it was more like how far away was the place I was supposed to, because I was going to engineering, and I don't know where that is in relation to where this is.
3 decks down, I think we said last
Yeah,
time.
like
Yeah.
it was a distance, so I don't think it makes sense. It would
Okay.
be fun to be here, but it's not. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
All right,
There'll
well,
be plenty
then
of more fights.
let's get everyone else to roll initiative, please. So cool or vigilance, your pick here. All right.
Hmm.
So, let me roll here. Boop. That's not good.
Like hearing that for the bad guys.
And then roll for that. That's better.
No, it's okay.
Okay. So, first we have a PC slot, then a PC slot. Okay. So, up first, we have a PC slot. So, anyone who wants to take it. Initiative, there's an optional roll for initiative here where you just roll for slots and then anyone can
Yeah,
take them
tactical.
as they want. And I like that. It makes for a more tactical experience and, cinematic tactical experience here. So, any PC who wants to go first may indeed do so.
Let me actually jump in one more time before we start. Just because Echo was the one who told me about Grease getting shot, right? Did Echo see what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Did he like convey like was it he's bleeding out and he needs urgent attention, or was he like shot in the leg but okay? Because if he's
shoulder wound.
okay,
Mhm.
but like was it something that was handled, or was it something that needed urgent attention, or he's gonna die?
It
Was that able to be conveyed?
It was. Grease is going to be in a bad spot if it's not taken care of soon. But it's not like he's bleeding out on the operating table.
Yeah, Echo would not have hung around. He just reported it and ran. He was following.
Okay. Because I kind of want to be in on this, but I don't want to totally defy like what makes sense for my character to do.
Do what you want to do. So we can very easily just hand wave and say that Varel was there.
Was there already?
Yeah. If you'd
guess.
like to be in on this, that's easy enough to say.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
It doesn't make sense, but it's fine.
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative.
It's Star Wars. Things don't
yeah,
have to make sense.
It's Star Wars.
Mine's gonna be 2 green regardless, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about that.
No worries. All right, so first up, player character. Who wants to go? You've got Miria in medium range from everyone, basically.
I'm gonna say I don't come in till late in the turn because I was with the captain.
Excellent.
Gunner's personality is to go blast him, so
Blast them. Go for it.
Bless him.
I'm happy to go if nobody else wants to.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to do like a non-lead, Gunner's intention to open it up to you guys is to kill. If any of you guys would like to like try and just sit like, before she gets hopefully riddled with laser holes, if you guys want to try and do anything else, I don't know. Either way,
Proceed with kill.
Roger, will do. All right, so I would like. Is there any cover available?
Yeah, there are like bulkheads sticking out that you could easily slide behind.
Got it. I would like to slide behind one of those bulkheads.
Okay.
Um,
So that's a maneuver.
got it. I get a maneuver and an action and move.
So you get 2 maneuvers, and so you get 1 free maneuver, and then you can take 2 strain to do a second maneuver,
Got
and
it.
then you have your action.
Got it.
Mhm.
All right. I'll use my free maneuver to get into medium range of her. How hard would it be to hit her at this?
She has adversary 1. So any attacks against her are automatically upgraded once, and she has 1 defense. So attacks against her are going to be, from medium range, are going to be 1 red, 1 purple, and 1 setback. RPK.
Got it. Then I will take 2 strain to aim.
Okay, and that adds a boosty.
That's what I will do. Because I know how to play this game. All right. So that's 1 purple, 1 red, and 1 setback.
And a boost.
And a boost. And then my
Yep.
ranged. Pew pew pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Lots of pew pew pews.
That's
Lots
some,
of good pew 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 pews.
That's some good pewing.
Solid pew. I think we all
Yeah,
agree.
a well pewed.
How do crits work?
Yeah, so you spend advantage or triumphs to crit, and when you crit, you roll a d100 on the crit table. What you can do is that down at the bottom you see that there's a personal critical that will tell you what it does.
Got it. So it's not like I get 3 advantage and then I crit.
Yeah, you have to spend that 3 advantage to crit, if that makes
Got it.
sense. Yeah.
I'll just shoot her.
Okay, well, I mean, you can hit her and crit. That's what I mean.
Okay.
You can do both of those.
Yeah, you spend advantage to crit.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if your gun had other like abilities on it, you would spend advantages to activate those.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's been a while since I've played Star Wars consistently.
No worries.
All right, then I would like to spend those 3 advantages to crit.
Okay.
My only other thing I can do is stun, which is not really what I want to do.
How much damage do you deal? It should be the weapon's base damage plus successes.
Base damage plus successes is 12.
12. Okay, so a good shot. Your bolt. So after shooting her thingy, after shooting her detonator once, and smearing it, you fired, another blast straight at her, and it hits her like right in the chest.
Got it.
Personal critical. What'd you get? Winded. Yeah. Well, that's a pretty good. Yeah, you hit her right in the chest, and she stumbles backwards, and you can hear immediately this like wet wheezing noise coming from her as she tries to breathe. You knock the wind out of her. So, excellent. That's not good. Next PC turn. Who wants to go?
I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Awesome.
Again, medium, 1 red, 1 purple, 1 setback, unless you want to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move closer, switch my blaster to stun setting.
Okay. So your difficulty on that is going to be a red and a setback. A challenge die and a setback.
Cool.
More pews.
All right. Base damage is 5. And 2 successes makes that 7.
7? All right, cool. So another, instead of a angry red blaster bolt, a blue ring comes out of the end of Exil's blaster and hits her. And you see, she's already not doing well. This is not a good day for Miria. But it is now her turn. Unless you want to take 2 strain to do another maneuver.
Yeah, I'll take 2 strain and move behind one of those.
Okay, so you'll just move into cover?
Yep.
Sounds good. All right. So, next up is Miria's turn, and she is going to aim her blaster pistol at Exul. One of these. Short range, but Exul is in cover. So we're going to do some pewing. Okay. So Exul, that is 8 damage to you. And you are
Awesome.
going to take a crit as well. Also,
aim at the guy who's using a stun gun and not at the guy shooting to murder you.
also winded. Closest target. Also winded. So until the end of the encounter, you cannot voluntarily suffer strain to activate any abilities, and you cannot suffer strain to gain additional maneuvers. And also mark down that you have a medium crit somewhere on your sheet.
There's a little box that says critical injuries. I'll put it there.
All right, perfect. So as you slide in behind one of the bulkheads, a chain of shots follows you, and one hits you kind of like right here underneath the clavicle, and you feel your armor absorbs kind of most of it, but you feel like the ribs break underneath the armor, and you're having a hard time breathing now because of it. And then she shouts, and she says, "Don't just stand there, get them!" And she too is going to move into cover. What that means, who knows? And that's going to be the end of her turn. So PC turn next. Aaron and X will have gone. So Echo, Vrel, Jix, whatever you guys would like to do.
I guess Jix will jump up now and go, "Okay, I'll get you," and just start plugging away. I'll follow your orders. I'll shoot you.
All right. You are in medium range, so you can you can move closer into short.
Let's just stay where I'm at. Take time and aim and all that. So
Sounds good. So your difficulty is going to be 1 red, 1 purple, and 1 setback, and then you get a boost for aiming.
okay.
Okay.
So that's that's range. Oh no, it's damage. Sorry, 6 with the 3. So
9 damage. Okay, so this one hits her in the shoulder blade, and she turns around. She hadn't realized any of the newcomers were there, so y'all managed to sneak up on her. But the blaster bolt hits her, and she turns around. She has a very angry look in her face.
you told me to shoot you.
All right. Is there and take 2 strain from this threat.
Meanie.
And you can do a second maneuver for 2 strain, or you can just stay where you are.
Let's get in cover because that didn't drop her. I was hoping it would. Oh God, she's still alive.
Yeah. So take 2 more strain, and you slide on into cover. Real quick, like. All right. So up next, another PC slot. So Echo or Vrel, if one of you would like to do something.
Echo is running down the hallway, slides to a stop in short range, and fires a holdout blaster from the hip.
All right.
Go Echo.
The old Philadelphia Derringer.
And it's a red and a black. Is there a purple on that one?
If you're in short range, it will just be a red and a black.
All right.
Man, you were just laying into her.
Yep, and it is on stun.
It's on stun. Okay.
Yes. So 5 plus 3, 8.
8. Again, a blue circle kind of wobble, wobble, wob, and hits her, and she seems much less sure of her plan now that the blaster bolts have started to fire. And now we come to the last PC slot for Vrel. We can say that you're in medium range from Miria.
All right. Well, assuming I come in with the captain, see this fight unfolding, and since no one seems to be in immediate need of medical assistance, I'm going to enact my other skills. I will take 2 strain to double move up to her.
Okay.
2 maneuvers. I'm going to get into engaged, and I'm going to attempt to hit her.
All right, I'm gonna spend.
with my fists.
I'm gonna spend a dark side token and upgrade that.
Well, I was gonna spend a light side token. So what do you know? Can I do that? Can we both do that?
Yes, actually, rules is written. You can spend. It's the only. There's a weird edge case where you can't do that, but in this case you can. So go
Alright,
ahead
cool.
and spend the token.
Nice. We just nothing has changed.
Yeah, the actual
But-
syntax of how it works is really strange. So, but
Cool. So this is gonna
Red-
be against one purple, one
Uh,
red.
it's 2 reds and a setback.
Oh, wait. Why is that back?
She has defense.
Oh, okay.
Because the GM's mean.
He is mean.
I gotta. She's already almost dead, guys.
Yes, and that's the problem. We need to
Almost.
cure her.
Well, let's hope that I get this.
Aim
I want-
true.
I don't want.
I got a wash. Nothing happens.
Okay,
That's
so
not fun.
so here's a fun little house rule that I've been playing with lately, and it's called
Oh.
escalating. And it's when a roll is a complete wash, you get to re-roll it. Actually, you forgot a setback, so roll a setback, and if it's still a complete wash, we can escalate it.
Yep.
All right, cool. So the way
I roll
the way
nothing.
escalating works is you upgrade both sides of the roll. So you
I can't upgrade the reds anymore. Do I get another purple?
Yeah, it would
Is
be
that how it works?
It would just add on a purple. Yeah, but you upgrade your side too. You upgrade the
Okay,
positive
this
dice
is
and
this
the
is
negative dice.
terrifying.
So
What's going on? What's
it's
gonna
optional,
happen?
But
No, I'm up for it.
escalation.
This upgrading doesn't do anything with the setbacks, right?
Yeah, but it still has the
It's
setback.
still there. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Bam. Okay. Excellent.
I punch her.
One heck of a punch.
It was like you're just running up.
All right. How
That's so
much?
good.
How much damage is that?
Okay. How much damage do I do?
I think you since you're Trandoshan, you have claws.
Yes.
So it's-
I do 8 points of damage total with my sap gloves that are benefited with having heavy
Alright.
claws.
Right. I forgot that you have sap gloves.
Yep. I was trying to get the concussive.
Yeah, that's the real good part. Yeah, she is not. She is already on her last legs, but she's definitely not looking
Oh.
good.
And that would be, I think it matters for her, maybe not, but it would have been 2 strain.
2 strain.
Yes.
She's still
Same as being stun.
Mhm. Okay. If she
Unless
was,
she's like the nemesis, I think it's a shared pool, but
if she was Boromir, she would have 4 arrows sticking out of her right now. She's
You have to
4
compare her to the noble Boromir who sacrificed himself.
she's 4 arrows Boromir. But Brad and Chad spring into action.
2 bros.
Mhm. And one of them is gonna shoot Aaron in the back.
Now I have to kill 3 people. These things always add up for me.
or
They
they
must be
kill
a-
you.
They must be in the same frat as Jace.
All right.
Or Jace. He was an idiot.
Jeez.
We hardly knew ye.
We hardly knew ye. Well, apparently I knew ye quite well.
Yeah.
Rel doesn't feel bad though. No, it's hard because I as a player I'm much softer than my character, so I have to like let my feelings go.
Oh,
I'm
no.
like, oh no, I liked him. I wanted to see him like get out of his trouble. Meanwhile, Rel's like, oh well.
For the record, I don't really like shooting people.
I
All right.
hope so.
All right. So, Aaron, you're going to take 11 damage.
Oh, puta. And that's minus my soak.
Yeah, you subtract
All
your
right,
soak
I'm
from that.
dead anyway. Wait. I am still alive. You fool.
Mhm.
I'm mostly dead.
Yeah. Brad and Chad, they're a minion group, so they start firing, and one of them manages to hit Aaron right in the back.
Oof.
And then we come to the top of the initiative order. So it is a PC turn. You can do, whoever wants to go can go.
I was gonna say, can I take it again and try and get concussive off on her?
Sure, go for it.
Cool. All right.
I'm going to spend those 2 advantages. Sorry, I should have said this before, but I'm going to spend those 2 advantages to give you a setback. So
being mean to me, let me punch her.
Yeah.
I want to punch.
I want to punch things.
Yeah, so difficulty is going to be red, purple, and 2 setbacks.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna spend a maneuver to aim because I remembered I can do that.
Aim your punch.
Even with melee.
Yep.
Aim my punch carefully. Pressure points, you know. I'll get there one day.
You get the big old cartoon wind up.
You're doing the like grab it by the neck and going like.
All right. Dice, don't fail me.
Oh.
Dice. I guess. Well, I can spend some of those advantages.
Yeah,
to do
still
something.
3 advantages is not insignificant. You can.
That's what I like about these. Is like you can always do something even if you don't get a success.
So you can recover some strain. With 3 advantages, you can pass some boosts to other players.
In Genesis, I know one of the options is to negate an enemy's defense. Is
Yep.
that a thing?
That's a thing.
All
you
right,
can
I'm
do.
gonna negate her defense.
Okay, cool. So you managed to like shove her out of cover with your.
Imagine I'm kind of like grappling with her a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
She's like, fending off my blows, so she's not able to, fend herself as well.
Sounds good. All right. Up next is another PC slot. Who would like to go?
I guess I go take it. He'll pop off another shot at her and then try to hide from Brad and Chad.
Okay. So you're in short range, and because there is an ally engaged, the difficulty is upgraded once. So your difficulty is going to be 1 red and 1 purple, even though you're in short range.
No setbacks, no boosts.
No setbacks because she has no defense anymore.
Alrighty.
Yes, Aaron.
If the advantage pushed her, could we say she's not engaged anymore because she got thrown?
No, unfortunately not. Okay, how much damage is that?
6.
6. It hits her, doesn't seem to do anything.
All right. And yeah, then is it 2 strain to hide?
It's 1 maneuver to take cover. If there's
okay.
cover available, which there is.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just taking the pop shot at her and then hiding from the other 2.
Scurrying behind a bulkhead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ears cover one eye.
Mm-hmm. All right, so it is now Miria's turn. She's going to spend her maneuver to pull out a vibro knife, and she's going to attempt to shank Vrel. Vrel, do you have any defense?
No, not yet.
Okay. Sounds good. Alrighty. Boop. All right. So you take, if I can do math correctly, you take 5 damage. Pierce.
I take no damage.
Pierce 2.
Oh, pierce.
Yeah.
Okay, I take 2 damage. There we go.
Wait, no. It's pierce 1. Sorry.
Okay, I take 1. 1 wound.
And then she's going to spend that advantage to crit you. Because
Vibro knives have a crit of 1.
They have a crit rating of 2. And
you roll 2 advantages.
And she has 2 advantages.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine.
Boop. But a vibro knife also has vicious 2, which means it's a plus 20 on the crit roll, which makes this 64 and 84, which means everyone's winded.
In shock,
You
I
broke
guess.
my ribs with a knife.
Yeah, everyone's winded. So you can no longer suffer strain to activate any abilities or take additional maneuvers for the rest of the encounter.
That's fine.
I guess the dice gods want everyone to be out of breath.
I have it be vicious 1
Oh, is it vicious 1?
for the vibro. I'm double checking right now.
Did I get it
I might-
backwards? I probably got it backwards. Is
The
Pierce 2, Vicious 1?
It is Pierce 2, Vicious 1. for
Okay.
the Viper.
Okay.
So
I'll increase my wound. I take 2 wounds.
exactly. So never mind. Okay. So
So good
it's
for it.
it's the same thing basically. You are hamstrung, Vrel, which
Mhm.
means you lose your free maneuver for the rest of the encounter.
Ah, so I have to
Oh.
spend strain too.
Hold on. One moment, please. I have someone knocking on my door.
People still do that? Come to people's doors?
Yes, rumored to do that.
Hmm.
It's totally unacceptable.
I should think so. My door is for me to go in by.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, the pizza delivery guy has to show.
He
He
may
doesn't come
stand
in, though.
outside.
I requested
at the
that
threshold.
presence.
Right. See, that's the thing. If I don't want the initial interaction to be me having to put on pants to come to the door, I want them to call me, "Hey, I'm outside. You should put on pants."
That's why Domino's, free plug, now has the tracker that lets you know, as the commercial says, when to get your pants on.
Yeah, so she's a little skittish around.
Oh yeah, that I remember. There's a specific ad about that.
Yes, there is. Except,
Yeah.
yeah, doing a risky business. thing.
Yeah, yeah. Do. That's great.
God, so many dice flying around.
So now we need to charge Domino's for our plug.
Just so
I
you
need
know.
to. I need to bully my Genesis GM into being more mean with the dice. Like, I never see red dice in that game.
Oh man, in lazy boat games, you see dice red all the time.
It's good. No, I like it.
I'm loving it.
Despairs do
Josh is too
dramatic and interesting.
nice.
He's too kind to us.
I don't like it. I like
I'll have to
winning.
bully him
Grumble,
into
grumble,
being
grumble.
Okay,
Just wait,
sorry
his
about that.
bullying's coming.
My neighbor locked themselves out, and so they had to use my basement to go
Oh no.
through and then up because we share a basement in this building.
Did you mockingly laugh at them though?
No, I didn't. He's nice.
Missed opportunity.
I know.
Could we laugh at him now?
Yes. You are locked out of your house.
Yes. Okay, so
That's weird.
so your crit, Vrel, is 74, which is hamstrung. So
Mhm.
as you know, she's trying to like yerk you in the ribs. You know, get right up in there. That's my favorite Shakespearean word, by the way, is yerk. It means stab. I love it. So she's trying to yerk you on the ribs, and you press her hand down, and she just drives it straight into your thigh. Yeah, but it is
That's gonna leave a mark.
it is a PC slot next.
So I lose my free maneuver until this is healed?
You lose your free maneuver until the end of the encounter,
Okay.
but mark down that you have a average difficulty crit.
Okay.
Does she count now as kind of exposed and restrained?
So she doesn't have her defense anymore, but she's still engaged with Vrel. So what that does is that upgrades all incoming ranged attacks once, and if you roll a despair, it's friendly fire.
Can I maneuver myself to where I've just got her back to me
Um,
and just go for the full, body
no.
shot?
It doesn't change the
yeah,
rule,
they're
yeah.
like
It's,
grappling
it's basically
guns.
just the difficulty of there's an ally in the mix. You could go help Aaron with the people that are shooting him in the back.
Yeah, with Brad and Chad.
I know. I looked for grenades right away. I don't have Brad and Jad defense. All right, we'll go shoot. We'll go shoot Brad. I'll let Chad live, but Brad has to die. I don't like.
Okay. So they're long range from you.
Oh,
Right.
well, yeah,
It's a
medium
very
range.
long corridor.
It is a long.
Yeah, it is a long corridor.
So it will take you 2 maneuvers to get into medium from Brad
Okay.
and Chad.
We'll take those 2 maneuvers.
Okay, so take 2 strain.
Quit straining me, you evil person.
You have very low strain threshold.
Um,
I'm just a
And-
Pentoran.
yep. And then go ahead and roll me a ranged light check. Your difficulty is going to be 2 purples because you're at medium. They don't have any defense.
All right.
They're just normies.
And now they die. Let's see.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
So how much damage is that? 7, I think, with your blaster
Yes.
pistol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They stay. Brad stays on his feet. You shoot him. It hits him in the shoulder, and he stumbles backwards. And goes, "Dude!" But he.
She said to shoot her. Now you're shooting us. Enough.
But you have one advantage, so you can recover a strain with that advantage. You can pass a boost to the next ally, should you want.
Let's pass a boost. Let's do that. Let's help out the ally.
Okay, cool.
Boost.
Pass the boost to who's next.
So
Get that boost.
the next PC has a boost on their next check.
The Aaron or Exel?
Mhm.
Cool.
Who's next?
Aaron or Exel, I think, are the only two players who haven't gone yet. So your pick. Whomst ever would like to go.
I'm happy to go unless Exel would like to go.
I don't think Exel's moved in a bit.
Oh.
Nope, we just lost Exel.
Yeah.
We-
Okay.
Oh no.
Retro.
I guess Exel did not want to move. I'm sorry. That was I didn't mean to pressure.
And now Twitch has just decided to go, wah!
Yeah,
I'm now Exel. Echo's down Exel, and you know,
Rutro.
Well,
All right.
Aaron's head is half one of my jigs.
do we want to pause for technical difficulties?
Yeah, let's
We
They said
just got
internet
the message
crashed.
that she internet crashed. Yeah.
yeah, so
Alright.
it's a little early, but we can go ahead and take our break right now. We'll go ahead and take that a little early while we figure out our technical difficulties.
All right.
So, we'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Please stick around, and we'll see you guys after the break.
Coming after you, Brad. Coming after you, Brad. Ah.
Alrighty, welcome back. We fixed our druck. Excuse me. I almost said the real world version of that word, and so our druck is fixed. Our druck is no longer cronged, as they say in Star Wars.
As the kids say.
Love it so much.
So, we
Star Wars swears
our
only.
carking druck is no longer cronged. These are fun words. I'm sure it doesn't take too much imagination to figure out what they mean, but it's still fun. So anyway, we had just left off with Vrel getting yerked in the thigh by a knife that vibrates at an extremely high frequency.
She wants my leg meat.
'Cause-
We also passed the bonus on too. Don't forget that.
yes, we passed a boost to Exil or Aaron, our only two.
I got stabbed in the thigh. Jix shot at
Brad.
Chad
Brad.
or Brad.
Brad.
One of them.
Brad.
You can never tell which one's which.
Specific-
I'm mad at Brad. Brad owes me $5.
Credits.
Okay,
He owes
so
you
you
5
shoot
credits.
Brad
Credits.
specifically. All right. So Jix shot Brad and passed the boost on to the next person to take a turn,
Mhm.
which will either be Aaron or Exil. It's up to you between the two of you.
I have a plan if you wanna, but you're a sharpshooter, so I feel like there's a good moment for you right now with all the shooting.
It's a target-rich environment.
Yeah, that's true.
You could also take
Um,
the boost to
with the
try and
boost,
counter
yeah.
the fact that I'm engaged. You
Yeah.
and your super aim would probably help.
Yeah, I do have true aim. So
you probably have the best
yeah,
chance
I
of
think
hitting
I'll
her
take
while she's
the-
still up. And... personal with
do
me.
that and take
Okay.
the maneuver for true aim, which gives me the same aim boost and upgrades my combat check once per rank.
Mhm.
It's really good.
It's very good.
Put a big hole
So
in her.
this
Yep.
is
So your difficulty is going to be, you're in short range, so it's going to be red purple, but there's no setback because their defense is still negated.
Yep. And then
Okay.
you upgrade your check once and add a blue.
Just to make
And
things,
then add another blue from the passed on.
Mhm. Just
boost.
to make things fun, though, I'm going to upgrade that to 2 reds.
Doesn't
You're
sound-
in.
It's good, giving us more points to work with in the future.
Because I like
Boosts.
raising the stakes.
Look, I really appreciate how many red dice are flying around right now, quite honestly.
Stakes getting raised.
Mistake.
All right, so that would be 2 blues. Upgraded my check to 3 yellows and a green and 2 reds.
That's a good roll.
That was a bad roll. I'm
the,
gonna
the dice say nay.
I'm gonna heal some strain, and I think I can heal 2 strain and then still pass on a boost.
Yes.
So you can heal 1 strain per advantage. You can pass a boost to the next initiative slot,
Which is
which
1 or
is
2
which is
advantage.
1 advantage,
Yes.
or you can you can pass a targeted boost to a specific person for 2 advantage.
I mean, I guess I'll pass the. I'll just pass the targeted boost onto Aaron's next anyway. I'll just pass a boost on him.
Okay, so you're recovering 2 strain and passing 2 boosts to Aaron.
Yes.
Cool. So, Aaron, you have 2 boosts on your next combat check to blow away Brad and Chad, which I imagine is the plan.
I got a simple solution to that. It costs. Yeah, but we'll see what happens. Is it my turn?
Mhm.
Or do I get to go? Wow, they all rolled terrible. Yeah. Yeah. My plan is gonna cost me about 50 credits.
Okay.
Is there a way I can get on like the other side of the bulkhead from Brad and Chad, just in case this goes really bad? Before I fight Brad and Chad, I don't want it to go bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like I would say that's wouldn't take a maneuver or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then as I am going to make a light range check against them to
Mhm.
throw a frag grenade at them.
Oh no.
Nice.
Blow up the traitors. Blow up the traitors. I do not like them.
So it's 1 purple for your difficulty because they are in short range.
Nice. I'm pretty good at light ranged. I have 1 pip in it. Cool. That's 4. And I get 2 boosts for this.
Yes, you get 2 boosts for free.
I'm gonna be really, really sad if this fails.
Well, we'll see.
'Cause
You'll see what the dice gods say.
Please
Just
let me
don't,
know.
like, despair and blow a hole in the ship.
We will be disappointed in you. Whoa!
Yay! Big boom.
Very nice.
Damn it! There goes my 5 credits.
I would also like to know we call them credit chits, and according to my sheet, chit is a swear. So we're saying like, show me your money, shit.
Hey, man.
But I kind of want to, like, as I'm going around the bulkhead, just like throw the grenade behind me, and then like
Put your sunglasses on. Sorry, excuse me, glare shades.
Totally.
How do grenades work?
So how much damage is that?
So the frag grenade has a damage of 8, and then I add on the 5 successes. That's 13 damage to them.
13 damage. Okay, so the way that grenades work is that they have the blast active quality.
Yep.
That's what lets them deal damage to groups of people.
Mhm.
So it's
But-
still only gonna hit 1,
So
but it's a minion group.
it's
so
a minion
that's
group. So
everyone's.
here's the interesting interaction between with minion groups is that I didn't understand minion groups for the longest time when I started to play this game. And then someone described them as a minion group being 3 stormtroopers in a really big trench coat. So it's functionally 1 unit, and then just as you deal damage, they lose skill ranks. So, yeah, you blow Brad and Chad away. They are
minions.
they are gone.
There's no chance. That's just oof.
Well, I mean they're there still, but they are both dead. Congratulations.
They are deceased. They are no
Yes.
more.
Congratulations, you have killed
Big
Brad and
splat.
Chad. All right. Well, that's them taken care of. Normally they'd go, but they're dead now. So let's go ahead. So when the smoke clears, you see both of them are kind of collapsed on the ground, riddled in fragmentation. So let's go ahead and go back to the top of the initiative order with a PC slot.
Can I try and punch her again?
Go for it. Go for it.
Yeah.
She's got a knife in you.
Yeah, that's true. She did
She
just
knifed
stab
me.
you.
Take the knife out of your leg and stab her with it.
That would be red.
Or
Is that allowed?
Just with a little ground.
No, I need to use brawl. I'm good at brawl. I'm good at punch.
This is yours now.
Punch her with the knife.
Yes, knife punch. I will take a maneuver to aim, taking Zet strain,
You're a punch.
Yes, you do take 2 strain because you no longer have your free maneuver.
but that's okay. I am confident. What is it against again?
It is since it is now your turn again. Her defense is back.
It actually lasts till the end of my turn.
Oh, to the
I
end of your
checked.
turn.
Yep, so
Great.
I get to benefit from it.
Fantastic. Yeah, so it is red, a red and a purple.
Punch,
And
punch her in the
I'll
head.
throw another dark side point because
What? You did this to me last time. Let me punch her.
I like things fun.
You're bullying me. Fine, I'm spending 1 to bully you back.
Go for it.
We're not getting anywhere with this.
If it's a wash, I'm going to be very happy.
I'm gonna be very sad. I want to
Come on,
punch her.
come on.
You keep taking this from
The
me.
big so two red die is your difficulty.
Yeah. So I'm rolling 2 green, 2 yellow, 2 red, and 1 blue from my aim.
Yes.
Whee!
Hey,
One
see?
success!
And
And that yellow thingy. And that
a
yellow
triumph.
thingy.
Triumph.
And the yellow thing.
Oh, what can I spend triumphs on?
You can
Oh, this
spend
is
them
fun.
to crit. You can spend them to disarm her. I mean, not literally disarm her.
Oh no! You said it. You
Rip
said
the
it.
arm off.
You said it.
You can
I'm
spend
not
them to do all sorts of things. All sorts.
I
of
don't
fun
think you can
things.
spend them to crit because they count as a success, not an advantage.
You can indeed spend triumphs to crit.
No. that's the
Beat her
difference.
with her
They're
own arm.
special fancy.
Take her leg and beat her knife and stab her knife with it.
So, yeah, triumphs are pretty like open-ended sort of things. So most
Yeah, well,
everything
first-
what you want
first-
to do.
yeah. First, the damage. I'm dealing 8 damage again.
8 damage. Okay.
2 strain, if that matters.
She's just barely up. I'm looking at her stat block right now. You could use that triumph to activate concussive too.
Oh, so triumphs just let me do anything. Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck,
it-
I'm going to activate concussive then.
Yeah, anything you can do with advantage, you can do with a triumph. That's
Cool.
That's like the general rule of thumb.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So, concussive, yeah. You just lay this massive right hook into her face, and you feel the, like, concussive capacitors of the sap gloves activate, and there's a loud cracking noise as she kind of stumbles over and is holding her head. Her eye is, like, swollen shut already. You just gave her a huge old Shriner. But she's not looking good.
Nice.
Yeah, technically you could suffer 2 more strain and do another maneuver if you want. But that's up to you.
Let's see, is there any maneuver that would benefit? I mean, I guess I could back up and stop upgrading defenses by disengaging.
Yeah, that's the thing you could do.
Rip the
Who was
vibro
it? Exil's the one that's out with the like been shooting with stun very obviously, right?
Yes,
Yes.
and Echo as well. Echo,
Okay.
Echo and Exil.
In that case, I will disengage, nodding to the other two, and say, "Take her down quickly."
Let her have it. All right, cool. Who would like to go next?
I want to go next.
I'm out of range.
For the record, I'm going to try and stun her too. But
Okay. Yeah, you'd have to move into short because stun setting weapons, when you flip them to stun, only have a range of short. You'd have to move. But otherwise, go for it.
okay, I will use my free maneuver to move.
Mhm.
Unless someone else wants to go again, I don't want to. I kind of raise my
I'd love
hand
to
quickly.
see Echo almost take her out. Just start making the myth the Echo, you know?
We do have a slot right after this, so I mean, if Echo wants to,
I mean, come on, Echo.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll do it. I mean,
Take her down, Echo.
yeah, he's standing right there on the
Yeah.
bulkhead right beside her.
Look,
embrace,
Go,
embrace the
I
bat.
believe in
look,
you.
I watched a Jawa take down a Mandalorian super commando in another game
Ooh.
last week. That was shocking, to say the least.
That's
Utini.
incredible.
So yeah, Echo's pretty much cuddled in the corner after that explosion sort of shook him to his core, and
Yeah.
he looks up as Varel nods and just leans around the corner and pops a shot.
Okay, cool. So difficulty is going to be 1 red and 1 setback.
Come on, Echo, that beautiful pose. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, she's down. She's down.
Yay!
With that, you fire the one last. Excuse me. The one last stun blast, and it hits her in the chest, and she just falls like a sack of potatoes. And she's gonna thump, 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 as down on the ground.
Rel nods approvingly at Echo.
Yeah, that Echo was just sort of looking at everybody and seeing if there's anybody else shooting.
No,
Just, like, panicked.
Yeah. All right, so she is unconscious on the ground, bleeding from several wounds, but unconscious and still alive. So that's good.
Yes.
I think
All
Gunner's
right.
gonna
So
try
end of
and
encounter.
Gunner's gonna try and go stab her.
Does this count as
Hold
end of
Gunner
encounter?
back.
Yeah, it's the end of the
Alright.
encounter. So if you'd like, you can roll
I roll
a
to recover my strain.
you can roll a simple cool or discipline check to recover some strain. You recover 1 strain per success, and simple is no difficulty.
You said discipline.
I got one.
Discipline or cool, your pick. All right, Aaron.
I can also start rolling medicine checks, but
Yes.
Especially if I successfully kill her, I'm gonna be a lot relaxed.
I'm gonna hold you back, buddy.
Oh, you're gonna have to catch me first.
So the
well,
one,
we're all the one,
heal
we're
for
right in front of
success.
her. So
Yeah, Aaron is at 11 out of 13 wounds, and so he
if he's like rushing up,
he's gonna like limp over, like gun dropped. It has a strap on it, so the gun is like dropped and vibro knife is out. And he's just
Yeah, no, I'm up under the arms trying to hold him back.
We can make a contested check here if we want, or is that?
if you want to, but I'm joining in more in the sense that he's badly wounded.
like shoving me down and applying medical.
Stop.
You will
resisting.
heal.
And I grapple him with my medicine check.
Yeah.
Just a big bandage. It
Just to whip out my anti-shock blanket and just wrestle him to the ground and bundle him in it.
So I'm gonna be honest. If someone had stepped in front of me, I would have not contested it. But if someone tries to like full Nelson,
Yeah. Nelson.
like if somebody's gonna do a back grab, that's gonna kind of trigger Gunner's like, oh, we're still fighting. And
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna resist it.
Okay.
Like, I'm sorry. Duncan is sorry. Gunner has gone through a couple things.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Understandable.
So who's holding them back?
I believe Vrel and Exil were both coming from the front because they were closer to the lady. They'd gone up into short range and engaged respectively.
He turned around to throw the grenade, though, hadn't he?
Yeah, but wasn't he coming at her with the knife now? Like he's
Oh,
coming
yeah,
towards
true.
where she is. So basically, Vrel's just stepping back up, arms out, like
Mhm.
trying to get him to stop and sit down so that he can tend to his wounds.
I'm grabbing him to get rid of the fucking knife that he's wielding openly right now, so...
Yeah. So let's get Aaron. Go ahead and roll me a simple athletics check, Aaron. But you can, go ahead and do that, and then Vrel or Exul, one of you two, can roll me another simple athletics check.
Simple's nothing.
Simple, no difficulty die. This is just pure contested.
That should probably be bro.
So, Vrel or Exul, one of you guys can.
Thank you.
By
Did you buy one?
by one advantage, Vrel manages to hold Aaron back.
Oh, I like how I even rolled a blank in there because, of course.
So
Vrel,
close.
let me kill her.
You are injured. Sit down.
I can heal after I make sure she can't.
Justice
I
is
got-
for the
I got
captain
her.
to dole out, not yours.
There are alarms sounding on the ship. There's, of course, whenever a ship gets damaged at all, there's always a bunch of steam that shoots out in Star Wars. So there's like a duct that's broken from the grenade explosion that's just kind of like pouring steam into the whole room.
It's
I would
a
like
sauna.
to fix it.
I like to fix it.
Yeah, give me an easy mechanics.
Is this a safe place to treat right now, or should we like retreat to the med bay?
It's the.
I remember there was potential oncoming threats from outside as well.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. Now that Gunner's calmed down a little bit, he's like, yeah, we should probably wake her up so we can ask her if anyone else is working with her.
You blew up the ship more, Echo.
Oh.
Great job. We have
Oh.
more steam.
Yeah,
Oh.
you like
There's just
give
a
it
loud
a,
conk.
you give it a tug, like
And it comes out.
this big corrugated tube, and you give it a tug, and the whole thing just kind of whoop, falls out from the ceiling. More steam, just.
Oh.
Oh no.
The classic.
Oh. I can just hear the other mechanic right now.
Follow me to the med bay. He looks at Exil and nods towards Miria.
Exil will nod and move over to pick her up.
Yeah, she's
Where
unconscious.
Where is the captain? Because he was walking with me, but did he come into this or did he go off to do something else?
He went off to go do something else, but now
he's got other matters.
he like
Captain
skids
Minotaurus.
around the corner, pistol drawn. What happened here?
None.
There was a confrontation.
I can see that, and he holsters his pistol. Did they? Well, you have captured Miria.
You shot me a lot.
What
I
of?
have patients to attend to, not doctor. I'm the doctor.
Yeah, you're
Captain.
Damn it,
Captain,
Jix! I'm the
you've been
captain,
promoted.
not the doctor.
I'm the
This
captain
was a,
now. I
this
take
was
his
a
hat.
mutiny. Yes.
God. I have patients to attend to, Captain. I would ask that you let me do it.
Of course.
if you want, Captain, I'll explain to you on the way. Really happy to help.
No, you take care of yourself. I think the fire is contained. What of Brad and Chad?
I'm checking them out right now.
Fine.
They're charbroiled.
Well done.
Yeah,
More-
this one's a little ripe, but I'll take care of the remains.
More dead traitors, Captain.
Seems as though the cancer runs deep. Be on guard.
Just like my bullet wounds.
Yeah, Captain Andu turns to Rel. Please.
Were they slug throwers or lasers that they shot him with?
Lasers.
Yeah.
Sorry, just like my blaster wounds.
There you go.
My burns.
Blaster.
My
You know.
burns.
Echo's just holding the broken pipe in place, pretending like nothing's wrong.
Just like lean it up.
Yeah. As for Miria, excuse me. She has a heavy blaster pistol, a vibro knife,
Which is in Muriel's leg still.
and
Oh.
I'll remove that safely in a moment.
a stun grenade.
I switch off the vibration. Just sitting there buzzing in my thigh.
Just like an old buzzer from the 80s.
God. Excuse
Um,
me, someone's paging me. Rips knife out of leg.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Brad and Chad have between the two of them. Actually, go ahead and give me a.
Do they have anything left?
Yeah. So like noticeably, they each had a blaster carbine. One of them was destroyed in the blast, so you could take one blaster carbine. It technically belongs to the ship, so.
It might come in handy in the immediate future, even if we're not keeping
It's
it.
still issued to him. I mean, you know.
Yeah. If you want to like search them, go ahead and give me an easy skullduggery check. That's
Gonna
that's a fun word.
rifle through them pockets.
Yeah.
Hey, he owed me 5 creds.
Oh, hey, look, 5 creds.
Yeah. Easy skullduggery. Between the two of them, you find 40 credits,
Yes.
Jix, and you also find 1 dose of Neutron Pixie.
That sounds like the
It's a
name
drug.
of a superhero.
It's a drug.
I know, but it sounds like the name of a superhero.
It's totally my next superhero, a Neutron Pixie. I could go for that.
Play masks.
As long as there's a crossover with my favorite Star Wars themed superhero.
My knockman.
Why not?
The pre-show jokes. No.
Would it be common for them to have the pixie dust on them?
So this is one of those kind of the culture aboard the ship is like, look, we don't really care what you do when you're not on shift.
Okay.
Just don't let us catch you doing anything illegal.
As long as we don't see it, it's not a problem.
So what Neutron Pixie does
Yeah, which I
is-
know where you can get some booster blue.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's a small vial of like pink powder, and you do a little bump of it, and for one encounter, it grants you an automatic 2 advantages on all agility and willpower related checks. Once the encounter ends, for the rest of the session, you add an automatic threat to all brawn, intellect, and cunning related checks for the rest of the session. So you kind of come down from it.
Yeah, that goes in the pocket. And the 40
going to
crits
say-
goes in the pocket.
The could I say I took the booster blue from Jace's room?
Yeah, sure.
I'm not planning on hitting it, but I feel like the doctor might have some interest in potential uses.
Yeah. Booster Blue. It's a good drug.
It was 2 doses, right?
Yeah, it was 2 doses.
Cool.
All right. So back in the med bay, we can kind of cut to there.
Nice.
We find Aaron and Exul as patients, and Miria as with the silver bracelet award, having been handcuffed to one of the medical beds in the.
All right. I've got some medicine checks to roll.
Well, I
Okay.
do think I would have told the
I'm starting
captain
with
what she
Aaron.
said about some of her quote-unquote friends showing up here soon.
Oh yeah. Well, I imagine that was being explained to him
Yeah,
probably
as
by
we
Echo and Exil.
went.
Mhm. So yeah, he's standing in the room. He's kind of standing guard. He's not sure
Checks.
who to trust within the ranks of the security officers anymore, other than Aaron, obviously.
He took a few bullets for us.
Yeah, he took some blaster bolts for sure.
All right. So you were at 11 out of 13.
Aaron is, yes.
I was I was gonna
Okay.
die soon.
It's a medium medicine check.
No, I remember his medicine checks.
Yeah, I've got the rules up. I'm just checking it.
It's
And I get a boost dice from my med pack.
Mhm.
Does being in the ship's med bay itself give me any bonuses? Could I take another boost for that?
I would say that would just give you an automatic success.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Good.
it's like a
That's at least one wound.
a specialist tool.
Nice.
So-
Just dump him in a
All
back
right.
to
Then
tank.
you heal. Well, probably, but this is for the immediate.
I will fight you to not go into a back to tank right now. I am not going, and I'm not really a fan of doctors. I like you, just I don't like your profession or that you're poking me.
Hold still.
No.
I am gonna. All right. I'm going to.
It could stun him if it would help.
All right.
It's coming.
I'm gonna. I imagine this is from all my normal bandaging and
Mhm.
synth skinning and whatnot of the wounds. So that would be 3 wounds and 2 strain with the automatic success, and then I'm also gonna jab you with. I have a med pack that gives me a free stim pack per encounter, so I'm gonna jab you with that, which heals you further 5, so a total of 8.
Thank
8
you.
wounds, 2 strain.
Didn't you pick up Stimpack specialization last session, Vrel? Was that-
No, I have. Oh, actually, 9.
did.
I have surgeon. I know I have
Oh.
stim application.
Stim
Oh, okay.
application.
Doctor
right.
doesn't get stim pack specialization, which
That's
kind of
weird.
sucks. It's
Stim
the medic that
application though
gets
is
it.
very fun. You can just roid people out with.
Oh, I'm totally going to. It didn't feel appropriate, but at that point. But
Yeah.
I'm totally going to. It's gonna be great.
Okay,
Anyway, yeah.
But
So there you go.
surgeon. Excellent.
So 9 wounds total and 2 strain, and then I'm going to move on to.
I think
Does she need a medicine check to be stabilized to not bleed out, or is she's just unconscious?
She's unconscious.
Her wounds should be treated, but she's not in immediate risk of dying
Yeah,
because we stunned her to death.
yeah. That's
Basically,
that's the sort of
stunned her
thing.
down.
Stunned
Cool.
her to death.
Then stunned her to death. Bang bang. All right. Then I will exile, which is the same thing.
You awake?
I only do 1 purple because you aren't very hurt, are you? What's you got?
I have 5 out of 12, so that's not
Yeah,
too
so
bad.
you're below
and
half.
also my good old-fashioned critical injury.
Yes, that's a separate roll though.
Mhm.
So I'll have to roll twice. I also have to try and treat myself, which is hard. All right. Well, you heal. That will be 4 wounds
Mark,
and 2 strain.
I will be right back in like a minute. I got a thing.
Roger Dodger.
This is gonna take a moment anyway, so it's good. 4 wounds, 2 strain.
Cool.
And then I will get faster at this.
Yeah. And then we got some critical injuries to heal.
Critical injury is gonna be the same. I'm gonna use. Hang on, I have a shock blanket, which helps me with critical injuries.
Alright. One of those.
I gotta double check what the text is. I forget what it does. I should note this down on my sheet.
The sacred texts.
The sacred texts. Anti-shock.
Anti-shock blanket. When used to treat a critical injury, reduces the difficulty of the medicine check to heal the injury by 1
Okay, so it's only 1 perp.
to a minimum of 1.
Yes. And I do get that boost.
Bloop.
Wow.
Nice.
That was an unnecessary triumph, but I heal your wounds back to better than it was originally. You have super legs now.
And adds a tattoo at the
No,
same
a
time.
super
you know?
diaphragm.
Yeah. I would say you could use that to heal 2 wounds on the check if.
I'm gonna
Excellent
heal the rest
needs
of the
it.
wounds up that we're missing.
Mhm.
Nice.
Good, my
And then-
ribs are better now.
I don't think wrapping my I don't imagine I can like wrap myself in the anti-shock blanket, but I guess that's how it works.
I suppose
Seems-
technically.
It's a little bit weird, but you know what?
I'll
It's
allow
harder to do it on myself.
it. I'll
so-
allow it. Wrap yourself in 5 anti-shock blankets. No, they don't stack.
Oh no, it's not critical injuries. It's healing normal wounds is more difficult, which I don't have that many of, but I will try anyway.
Really, it's not healing critical injuries.
It doesn't make it more difficult on me. No, healing
Oh.
wounds is more difficult on me.
Well, then I will make it more difficult with the dark side
Okay.
point.
You just don't like me. Bullied.
I'm ducking out of this one.
I'm
I've been
sorry.
bullied.
I heal the 2 wounds that you gave me. Screw you.
So,
Wait, was this for my? That was for that was for my critical injury, which still succeeds. So yes.
it should have another purple on that. Wait, no, it would
No,
just be 1.
it
You
was-
are correct.
Yeah, it's just 1. Yeah.
Excuse me.
So I heal my critical injury, and I might as well attempt to heal my wounds while we wait for so and so. So that's gonna be shit. That's gonna be 3 purple. That's not gonna be fun, but
To heal your
And-
wounds.
yeah, because you increase the difficulty by 2.
Oh, it is by 2. You're all right.
And here comes the dark side token.
No, no, no.
Make it better.
It's not, just let me heal. I'm only missing 2 wounds. I only heal 1.
You recover.
But you got a threat.
You take a strain. I'm gonna
You're trying to
call it-
heal yourself.
Oh, I don't
Yeah.
want to take a strain.
You just stabbed yourself out of that.
Yeah, you have to
Just
like.
transferred the wound to strain, which is worse for me, honestly.
There's a talent that actually lets you do that. There's a Night Sister talent tree, and one of the talents is Ichor Transfusion, where it lets you turn wounds into strain and strain into wound.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's really.
Can you do
good.
it to other people?
it's
No.
very strong, but
No.
also
Oh.
Like
there's also the Verpian headband as an item. I know that's like infamously powerful.
you lose one, so it's like when you transfer wounds
Mm-hmm.
into strain, you lose a wound, and then you transfer the equivalent amount. Or if you
Right.
transfer strain into wounds, yeah.
That needs to be a
Well-
Sith power.
I am at about half my strain threshold, so I'm saying that Vril is, I think, maybe a bit fed up with like Aran's constant shit. So he's like, he's getting a bit irritable and kind of stressed out.
Angry.
He needs a Snickers.
Yes.
Doc, you're not you when you have it. Have a space Snickers.
I'm
A
allergic to
Slickers.
chocolate.
All right. So yeah, the Captain Ondu turns to everyone and says, She mentioned that there were friends on the way.
Yeah, but I thought that was Brad and Chad. But they're gone now.
Yes. This does not bode well.
She also said that there was some Black Sun interceptor craft on the way, I believe.
I believe that was what was meant.
Well, I do not know the depths of her treachery to our crew. But with the explosion, it will be hard to keep people... The recent sabotages, it will be hard to keep people unawares of what was going on.
Yeah, if there's a way to repair the ship without it getting worse. Echo.
Echo, are you still holding this large, like, corrugated pipe?
No, I definitely left the pipe behind.
It's around your neck like a boa.
Yeah. Echo has probably been poking around the med lab looking for anything of use.
I mean, there's lots of things to use, like, bandages and...
like scavenger, like tech type stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean... I'm just like,
Don't
like
scrap my
ants.
medical equipment. I need
Yeah.
that.
He has a hard time doing away with that scrapping mentality.
So, did I miss what is the current fate of the trader lady?
She's-
She's unconscious right now, but stable.
She's
Can
in the
we-
bed right next to you.
Oh.
Not in the same bed.
And I was imagining me reaching across it. Aaron's got moderately long arms. They put us in the single queen size medical bed that the ship has.
California King medical bed.
Queen-sized medical bed. That's the worst idea.
Could I'm like, I kind of sits up. Could we wake her up and maybe find out if she was working with anyone else, you know, or just throw her out of an airlock?
As much as I would like to just throw her out of an airlock, give her the same fate as her accomplice, I get the feeling that she might know a little bit more than Jace did.
In general, but also pertaining to this, yeah.
Yes.
Information would be useful.
Captain Ondu turns to Vrel and says, "Do you think you can wake her? Or is it just a matter of time waiting for her to wake up herself?"
Would there be some kind of like space smelling salts or something?
Adrenaline.
Poke.
Just a whole shot of adrenaline.
Yeah, she's about 5 strain over her strain threshold right now, so you could attempt to do a medicine check on her to recover those strain with advantages. Otherwise, you can just wait and she'll recover some in a little bit and wake up.
I mean, I'm definitely not going to be able to recover that much, but give me a hot second.
Mhm.
Where's my website? I use a website.
Wait, is our doctor using WebMD?
Yes.
No, yes. I would like to use
WebSWMD.
or Google.
It's HoloNet MD.
Google.
That just sounds like a TV show, HoloNet MD.
It's a space soap.
Totally.
There's a thing called. No, that wouldn't do it. There's a thing called a stim stick that I thought might have done it, but it's more like it keeps you awake.
Oh yeah, because it's like caffeine.
It's a cigarette.
Is it?
I don't,
Oh, it's a drug. Yeah. Okay.
Nicotine's a stimulant, so I would imagine.
Well, I'll just try a check then. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll.
Might as well.
Yeah. I'd say it'd be probably medium.
If she's over her threshold, assuming this is just treated like a normal one,
Yeah, she's not over her wound threshold. She's over her strain threshold.
Is she more than half her wounds threshold?
Yes.
Okay, then it's a 2 dice.
Go for it.
Do it.
Give me I got one
Was it-
advantage.
I was about to say, do it.
Do it. Yeah, she'll be up in a couple hours.
I wanna interrogate her now.
Let's see. I mean, you patch up some of her wounds, Vrel, just to make sure that nothing gets infected or nothing too untowards happens to her in her natural resting state.
I've done the best I can. Unfortunately, I lack the facilities to do further. We will have to wait until she wakes up. In the meantime, I believe the mechanic is injured. I should go tend to him.
Yes, please do.
I will be
And-
back.
Captain Ondu dismisses Vrel and turns to the rest of the group and says, "You have all done the Emperor Leopold a fine service, and I thank all of you for it. Please, accept this bonus." And he reaches into his pocket, and he pulls out 750 credits and hands it to all
Does
of
he
you.
have that in his pocket?
Yeah, exactly. He has lots of them.
He's
got
of
Walking
the
around money.
Magic money.
he's the captain. He's the officer class.
Yeah, exactly. He sounds like he's full of doubloons when he walks around. It's like
Jingling
yeah,
constantly.
exactly.
He's got
So many cred
huge,
sticks.
this huge thigh pockets. It's like he's wearing
Tactical
joggers.
pants. I mean, tactical pants.
He
Why
pulls
not?
Yeah,
out
look, it's-
750 gold coins, and suddenly we're playing 5th edition.
It's like the one piece, not one piece, but it's like the one like actual full credit thing. You know how there's weird credit coins. It's
So weird.
It's one of those that's a 750 credit denomination, and he hands one to each of you. So
Oh,
congrats.
I'll take Vrel's and I'll make sure it gets to her. Because she already left, so I'll make sure it gets to her.
Vrel's a he. Yeah, and
I'll make sure it gets to. I don't check those races, species. They
genders.
got teeth.
What's
and
gender?
arms.
lots of genders.
I love that though. Vrel's a he. Did you check?
Did you?
Does Sprell wear clothes?
Yes.
I don't think Bosk wore clothes.
Yeah,
so that's,
Bosk wore a
Bosk
flight
wears- yeah,
suit.
he
He
wore a
definitely
flight
wore
suit.
clothes.
I don't remember.
But all he wore was the flight suit. I mean, it was just the flight suit.
He didn't
We don't
wear
know what was
shoes.
under the flight suit. Never wore shoes.
No, Trandoshans can't wear shoes unless they're like specially made because they got their big stumpy 3-clawed feet.
Special.
Vrel doesn't wear shoes.
Special Trando shoes. I love that robot chicken bit with Bosk, and it's like everyone else is like, does no one else take off their shoes when they come into someone's house?
How
That's-
many credits did we each get?
Yes.
750.
750 credits to each of you as a bonus.
And I do.
Each?
Yeah, he does wear. He's got like kind of dark clothes, and he also wears like a weird poncho thing that stores all his supplies. It's kind of cool.
It's a vest. Yeah.
It's a poncho.
It's a poncho.
Poncho.
It's a space poncho.
Hey, look, ponchos are a Star Wars fashion piece.
They
Yes,
are.
Okay.
That's
Yes,
why
they
I
are.
chose it. I was like,
Everyone
I got
wears
precedent.
ponchos. Yeah, exactly.
Ponchos are in.
Okay. So Captain Ondu turns to everyone else and says,
Also, give my money to Exel. It's the only one I trust.
uh,
Actually, and Echo.
Would you not trust his face? I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
it's very
Just blue.
trustworthy.
I have proven to really like rules.
Sure, that is true.
Aaron, big fan
Basically, I just don't trust Jix.
of big. There it is. There's the truth.
It's one of the. We feel like in general there might be a feeling in the whole group that the whole group might have some problems with stealing. We're just gonna, we're all a team here. We're not pointing any fingers, but it's Jix.
Doesn't mean I'm totally
A
bad.
scoundrel. Yeah. So
Maybe you have a good heart, but I do not trust you with my credits.
a few more hours pass. Repairs are on the way in the cargo bay and to the vent that was blown up.
I assume there's no
Um,
need to do a check for the.
Yeah, there's
it's just-
no
I go patch him
actual.
up. It's fine.
Yeah, grease. You just put a bandage.
I put a band-aid on his
But
They-
which grease is it?
Yeah, which grease is it? They have they're a verpine, so they have like an exoskeleton. So it's just like, I'm gonna make sure there's no hole into your squishy innards.
Just
Grab
gonna
some
make sure
turtle
your bug
wax.
goop is safely where it belongs on the inside.
Yeah, some beeswax.
Yeah.
Yes, Aaron.
Just plug it with a cork.
Just a quick saran wrap should keep everything in.
Yes.
The
Fresh.
during these 5 hours, I'd like to try and do my very. Right now, I have Brad, Chad. I have all 3 members of the fraternity, and I have Myra. Are there any people that they closely associate? Anyone else that are in Sigma Phi or whatever? Like, I wanna. There is currently a conspiracy to take over the ship or something. So I would like to stop that while we are while the ship is getting repaired.
Yeah, they were like they're pretty friendly with like everyone. But as far as just the 4 of them running in a crowd, I mean, I suppose you could go ahead and toss me a
Ranged light check.
no, unless you're trying to shoot it out of people.
You know he wants to.
Is that an option?
No. Let's go ahead and give me a shipwise, streetwise, but shipwise because we're on a ship.
Should I go with my? Honestly, all of my checks are 2, besides hitting people
Besides
and
violence.
shooting people.
Ugh.
I got 3, 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, tilde. So
Yes.
Ooh.
Nice. Excellent. Roll a purple for me, Aaron, please.
sorry,
yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah, no worries. Nice. No escalation.
I created some saboteurs.
talking about half the crew's like, this is a great idea. We should do this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
What
has no one done this?
What has Captain Ondu done for us?
Yeah.
What has he done for us lately?
Gave us money.
Us, yes.
Yeah. So as Aaron,
He pays everyone else.
Not 700.
Nope.
We got all their pay.
Aaron, as you are kind of picking around the, like picking around the crew, trying to think of like who else doesn't like it here, at least to the point of like, all right, I've had it with this Druck. I'm gonna blow this tub up. You can't think of anyone else who's even close to that level. I mean, then again, you never suspected Miria or Jace or Brad and Chad of being involved in this, but keeping your ear to the ground, no one else. But yeah, everyone's on high alert right now
Yeah.
because there were multiple explosions inside the ship, and that's not a usual thing.
So far, it is a 3 out of the 4 saboteurs are super dead.
Mhm.
So if I was a 5th saboteur, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I hate the ship right now. So
Yeah.
to be fair, Aaron's kind of barking up a blown up tree. So
Yeah, they've gone to deck, as they say.
Mhm.
So, as for the rest of you, what would all of you be doing in this brief interlude as before Miria awakes from her stun blaster induced coma?
I'm probably monitoring her.
Jix is taking a nap in the corner.
All right.
Echo's probably toying with parts. They just every now and then you look over and he's pulling a different piece of scrap metal out of his cloak and like trying to bend it in place and playing with the tools, checking his toolkit.
Does Echo wear a poncho too? Are we just the
yeah,
poncho
Echo is
crew?
basically like a big pile of clothing with giant ears coming out of it.
No.
Yeah. So everyone's kind of like hanging out in the med bay, I suppose, waiting for Miria to awake. No.
If I would also go talk to the Wookiee. If the captain thinks he can trust her, which I do ask the captain, then I would want to clue her in on what's going on, because she's in charge of the security forces. So
Yeah. Valk owes Captain Ondu a life debt, which is why she's on board in the first place. So she can be trusted. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, she could be trusted not to betray the captain.
Yeah.
and the ship. That's about it. But the hours come and go. The Emperor Leopold's scopes remain clear. And eventually Miria awakes.
During the hours, could I hook back up the escape pods?
Yes.
Just in case anything goes wrong, I do not want
Good
to
idea.
run back there 6 sessions later and be like,
Uh-oh.
That's right. Got me do
but I'm sorry for cutting so many things in. I just wanted to make sure that I noted that.
No worries. Yeah, Aaron fixes the escape pods. And Miria awakes. She looks... her right eye is swollen shut. Her nose is broken. She does not look good. She's alive and she's conscious, but as her eyes flutter open. Who does she see first? Aaron, are you just scarily looming over her as she starts to wake up?
I think she sees me. Also scarily looming.
I am looming, though. I'm trying. It's
Your
harder.
background looming.
I'm
It's hard to
kinda-
loom when I'm way taller
Yeah,
than
it's
you.
kind of
though.
hard to loom next to Godzilla here, but I'm looming as best I can.
Yeah.
Still sleeping in the corner.
Yeah, she like her head comes up a little bit and she looks at the two of you and just goes, ugh, and like falls back into the pillow, dejected. Why didn't you kill me?
Because
Questions.
you have answers for us.
And you think I'm gonna get you're gonna get those answers from me?
There are ways.
You bump in any Black Suns yet?
Not yet.
Well, trust me, they're on their way.
Mm-hmm.
She kind of like jingles her binder.
Would the captain have wanted to be informed upon her waking up?
Yeah, but
Okay.
by and large, he's also kind of put all of you in charge of this because he knows that he can trust you on this matter because you've fixed 2 problems now.
This is true.
Right. I'm gonna look at Varel and be, like, try and, as I tried to communicate to Axel last session with just like the look. I really want to make her. I don't like her. I don't like the way she talks to us. I don't like the way that she betrays the ship. Not necessarily in that order. I don't like. I want to commit violence to one of your patients.
Violence would only send her under again. You will not get the answers you seek.
Okay, do you have... I'm gonna like whisper of it. Do you have any like could we get fixed like an oxygen machine tank over her, but make it a blend that's like not quite enough oxygen, so she's like constantly suffocating for a little while? Because I don't think that would kill her.
That's horrible.
Oh, sorry, did I misread the? Yeah, I mean, she tried to kill us. She won't talk. Should we? No. Okay. Just sorry. Well,
I do
I'll
recommend that you speak up. This one has some strange ideas of interrogation.
Look,
torture. It was not interrogate. It was torture. But yeah.
That was the implication.
Look,
Sorry.
look.
Is her room locked?
Yeah, I mean, you can lock the
The-
door.
Is her room locked? Her
We're
private
not
Oh,
quarters?
her quarters.
Yeah.
You
No.
could probably get clearance to go in there, knowing what's going on.
If they are, I mean, yeah, you could get clearance, or you could probably just pick the lock.
Yeah. I'll just wake up, Gilmore, see her, pat her on the chest, go, I'm gonna go rifle your room. See ya, bitch. And walk away.
Amazing. I was
Okay.
actually gonna ask with my suggestion to talk. Could I have rolled like a coercion? I'm
Yeah.
not that good at it, but I figure I might
Let's-
as well try.
Do you need help, Jix?
Yeah, come on. Let's go break ground ourselves. Let's have fun.
Can I help with that coercion at all by glaring?
Yeah, glaring angrily. So coercion based difficulty is going to be red, purple, purple.
All right.
It's contested by her discipline.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna spend a light side point.
Go for it.
'cause
And then you can
why
take
not?
a boost from Aaron helping.
Cool.
I help.
The
You help.
it's positive feedback.
You're doing a really good job so far.
Yeah. Do you have any ranks in coercion?
Let's see. Is that a
not
nope?
a
Nope.
fighty or a
That's not a
It's-
shooting. Nope. That is not the ability to shoot people.
Because there's the rules for like combined checks,
Yeah,
but I don't
skill
think that would
assist.
benefit us here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
I might pick some up in something, but bounty hunter doesn't give me a lot that's not shooty or piloty. So
Yeah, I
I know
know.
I had something.
Cool.
I just get an automatic advantage. Coercion checks.
Maybe you should be doing this, but I'm already rolling. Yay!
I
I
mean,
got successes.
Wow. Good roll.
wow.
Wow. Yeah, she's
Maybe
had her-
there's a distinct sincerity in
Yeah.
Rel's voice that seems to make her voice waver a little.
She she opens one eye from her pillow and kind of looks at Vrel and says, "Look, Vrel, it's nothing personal, but I gotta save my own skin."
I
No.
assure you, your skin will not be saved. I do not have any qualms with what he is suggesting.
I mean, not
I'm simply
anymore.
giving you the opportunity to act first.
And act about what? I mean, I can't necessarily. Look, you blew up my thing. I can't call them off anymore. I mean, if you wanted to, let me go and take me to the bridge, I could call them on the comlink. I know what frequency they're on. But I could tell them. Well, I don't know what I would tell them.
Originally, when she presented the situation, her job was to slow the ship down so that they could get it, because they were going to cut across us in a route, and they needed to get further, right?
And then, as a contingency, she had several interceptors coming to blow up the ship.
Yeah.
Got it.
So
For an interceptor, we're a pirate hunting ship. These are space gangster pirates.
Yep. So these basically several ships to attack us and damage us so that we can't go after their main shipment of whatever they're shipping. Weapons, their Black Sun, right?
Weapons, drugs,
I mean,
That's- stuff.
contrabands.
if our ship is fixed, which it is fixed, can we just eat, skeet, and beat? Like, we can't hunt pirates if we're blown up. If there truly is all these interceptors, it's not necessarily worth to risk the ship's whole crew. I
That
guess
would be the captain's decision.
Yeah, fair enough.
Hyperdrive's damaged. You can't go anywhere.
I was not saying this
Oh,
out loud.
okay.
I was talking with the other players psychically. I'm going to say, how many people were working with you?
It was just those three. Jace, Brad, and Chad.
were Brad and Chad at the gambling event that Jace or the former? Do I know Jace is dead?
You don't know that Jace is dead.
Okay.
Brad,
Uh,
didn't tell
Actually, the
anybody.
captain did imply it. Because he
I'm
did
not-
say, like he said, as much as I'd like to throw her out the
They are like
throw her out the
Like
airlock and give her
former.
the same fate as the other, as her
Got it,
accomplice or whatever it was.
I have
I
a
don't know
pretty
for sure unless you asked.
yeah. I think that's pretty clear. Saying
Yeah, yeah.
I said I wish we could kill her, and he says I wish we could kill her just like that other guy.
Yeah, basically.
So,
yeah, it's,
Uh,
it's pretty implicit.
so I'm gonna be like, how did Brad and Chad get a part of this? They were good kids. They were good kids.
well,
Blew them up.
they
I give him a judgmental look.
They weren't. They shot me in the back. I simply informed them that was not a healthy choice.
Well, I promised them a lot of credits if they helped me get off the ship. And it just so happens that they got assigned to guard the escape pod.
That sounds as inconvenient for us as a badly timed sneeze. So if how do I roll to interpret if she's lying about there being more people? I would
I was
like
curious
to
about
tell
that
if
too.
she's lying.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is a red discipline or vigilance check. You oppose deception with discipline or vigilance.
Got it.
Ooh.
Okay.
She's telling the truth, as far as you can tell.
All right.
Look, I know that you guys are going to kill me. I mean, I sabotaged the ship. I tried to blow all of you up. I shot some of you. I stabbed you. I stabbed you pretty good. But, look, I had my shot. It failed. Toss me out the airlock. I don't care. But you guys aren't going anywhere. Your hyperdrive's busted. And those interceptors are going to be here soon. And the only way that you're going to survive all of this is if you let me go. And let me out. Give me a Z95. And I'll go and fly. Catch those interceptors and tell them to crawl off.
We'll consider it. Duncan has an idea, and it's a fun idea, but I need to coordinate with the group outside of when the angry lady. Could we knock her out with drugs again?
Or we could leave the room.
Leave the room.
I don't want her to be awake to try and get off her thing. If she's sleeping, she cannot try and escape.
Let's
She can only do it in her dreams.
She's handcuffed and
Yeah,
fairly secure.
And she's also very smart and apparently can beat me up. So
Has she been? She's been like stripped of all of her
Yeah,
items and
yeah,
stuff, right?
she-
Like obviously there's clothes and shit.
I do not like chances. If you do not wish to kill her right now, then I would like to. We are not talking to you. Do not talk unless we ask you another question.
If it sets you at ease, Mr. Gunner,
It will
I
set
will
me.
watch her.
I would. Can you knock her out without hurting her?
Do I
That
have
much.
knockout gas?
I do.
Every doctor show I've ever seen.
I
and
do have anesthetic like actually on me, but I don't really want to use it. Just I don't want to
assumed-
use it for this.
I assumed the med bay had some sleepy time. So
Sleepy time tea. I guess.
How about
we
is there like
wrap her in a heated blanket. We give her some. We're just like, you'll never stay awake.
is there any chance? Is there like a mild sedative or something? Something
Yeah.
that'll make her too sleepy and like not like we're not like
And
knocking her back
uncoordinated.
out, but like basically something that's gonna severely hinder her if she does try to escape.
Yeah, I would say there's probably
The sort of thing that's probably would be used on like injured people who are panicking.
There's
I don't know if it's specifically a thing, but
yes. Okay, so there's a couple doses of like a neuroparalytic which is a drug that seizes up the muscles and keeps them really from doing anything. So
That seems quite inhumane. I'm just looking for a sedative, but if it's the appropriate.
yeah, like mechanically, there's nothing that does that. So
Yeah, but it doesn't have to have a specific item. It's being used for story.
and then I suppose you could make me a hard medicine check. There's nothing that would like knock her out to the extent that you're looking for without
Nice.
really like messing her up. So you could do it with science.
Sure, I'll try it. Why not?
Yeah. Make a hard medicine check.
I like me some checks.
And here's the Dark Force token.
It is me rolling, so.
No. Go for it.
Okay. All medical checks with. I don't think I'm using the med pack for this, so I don't think I get the boost.
No.
It does.
You-
So hard check.
Hard check.
You got this. You got this.
I believe in.
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So through a series of
Injections.
applications of things, she's sedated but not unconscious.
Mhm.
Yes. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Oh
three.
god, I'm running out of things to poke you with. Do you feel sleepy?
Oh God.
But in the meantime, we're gonna cut to Jix and Echo. As you walk up to her room, her like dorm room, where there's 4 bunks in the room. The door is not locked, and as it slides open, you see that there's 2 people inside. They're just other crew members, and they look at you and are like, "This isn't your room. What are you doing here?"
Captain's orders. We're supposed to investigate.
Investigate
You're
what?
bunking with a traitor.
Excuse me?
Yeah. Go take a walk to the med bay. See for yourself. We need some private time with her stuff.
Yeah, make me a medium leadership check, Jix. Or you could do charm.
Could also call the Wookiee.
Also, you could call the Wookiee in.
Can I phone a friend? Well, I guess
Yeah.
for Jix it's not a friend, but
A frenemy.
Everyone's a friend of Jix.
A frenemy.
Let's see. Okay. That you said how difficulty level?
2 purples.
Okay.
Nice. One of them, the other crew member kind of like smacks the one who is mouthing off towards Jix. It's like, Linus, what if those explosions were from a traitor? Oh shit! And the 2 of them stand up and like walk out of the room. Linus, the one who mouthed off towards Jix, kind of says, "Don't touch my stuff."
Hey, we won't, but we'll let the captain know how helpful you were in evacuating.
He gives you kind of a stink eye as they walk away. But you have the room to yourself.
All right, I'll go more like physically turning stuff over. I'm gonna turn it over to Echo to hack anything she has electronic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out my hand scanner and datapad, looking for a computer source.
Yeah, as you're kind of like sweeping over the room, you find that inside her footlocker, which is locked,
Not much longer.
there's a data pad.
Alright.
So to open that up, I will need a medium skullduggery check.
Okay. Let's see. That is cunning. Yeah. Okay. Mediums, 2 purples, right?
2 purples. Yep. It's not the most
Gotcha.
secure lock, but ooh,
To me, it is.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a boost. I imagine Echo would assist on this. Let's see if we net you a success. There we go.
There we are.
One success, 3 advantage. Yeah, so you fiddle around with a moment, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I know how these work." And you just slap the side of the locker really hard, and it like, ka-chunk. You put a little pressure on the lid, and then slap the side, and it causes the lock to disengage, and you open it up. And inside, there's like a couple change of clothes, some sealed rations, a locked data pad, an encrypted data pad, and
Right to you, Echo.
Echo pockets the rations and then picks up the data pad.
Stealing your snacks.
Exactly. Snacks for later.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta have those snacks. And then
Money.
There's a small stash of like 100 credits.
Pass that to Jinx.
50-50.
Money.
How much was it?
It was
50
100
credits.
Yeah, 100 credits
All
split
right,
between the
50
two of you.
each. That worked.
That's just inside of a footlocker. If you'd like to go ahead and search the room for other things, that would probably be another, I would say, an easy skullduggery check with a setback, because you're looking for where she's hidden things.
Now I'm gonna try to get access to this data pad.
For that, I will need a red, purple, purple computers check.
You said setback, and what was my difficulty?
Just 1 purple for the skullduggery.
What?
Echo has alerted the enemy and told them right where we're at.
Oh man!
Wow!
What? What is that?
That is a
man.
roll and a half. Jeez.
Dude, is
Five.
there anything on these dice you didn't get? I mean,
Despair.
I'm impressed with my 2
Failures?
successes.
A despair? I mean, jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, even with Flare, I mean, you alerted them. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
So you managed to get into the data pad. So here's how I'm resolving this.
Alright.
You managed to get into the data pad, but you trip some sort of security measure that begins wiping all of the data off the data pad. Five threat
Echo,
is
what do you
5
think?
threat is a lot of it. But with that triumph,
You
I will
saved
s-
the one thing.
I will say that you can
I love rolls
save
like this.
save some of the data. This is the really fun thing about this system.
Just transferred just something off of it onto mine.
Yeah,
Something
exactly.
vital. Though.
Yeah, something vital. So I'll say there are her financial records, her communication records, not the actual, just who she's communicating with, not the actual texts and like what she's sending between people, or her like her diary. You can get that too. Those are your 3 picks. You can pick one of those to salvage.
What were they? Finances? What?
So financial records, communication logs, and personal diary.
That'll be juicy. We're gonna
Yeah.
release that one page at a time.
So
I think Echo would go for communications.
communication log. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So you managed to transfer that onto your own data pad before it kind of wipes and just bricks itself.
Yeah, so Echo's over there just like wildly pushing buttons on both screens. You see a little smoke come out of hers. And then there's a little ping on mine. I got something. And start
Something.
scanning
What do you
through
mean
it.
Something.
I don't know what
did
happened.
You do?
It just started freaking out. This is just static and smoke.
Dude, first the pipe today.
No.
Now the data pad.
Echo is a
Do we
force
need
of
to get you
entropy.
caffeine or less caffeine? Which is it,
Probably
man?
probably less.
Wow,
It's been a
Jeez.
stressful day.
I can tell. But you got the kill shot, man. I mean, you caught the big baddie.
That was pretty cool.
Now we just need to get you the girl too. So we'll be good.
And as for Jix, as you're kind of poking around the room, you do find a small leather-bound journal. It's like it's very tiny. It's literally like the size of my wallet. It's like a pocketbook.
Dude, they got more of this flimsy stuff in this room. What the heck? You know?
Oh, what it is. It's like a napkin, but like written stuff on it.
That's some sloppy face stuff. So
Yeah.
Pierre?
Ooh.
So it's a small leather-bound notebook, and it's hidden like underneath the mattress on Miria's bed, but in like a slit in the mattress on the bottom of it.
she's good. So what are you doing here? Got a book?
I don't know with
Crack
how
it
I'm
open.
rolling, but I'm going to use redundant systems to use my datapad to fix her datapad.
Okay, yeah, sure. You does that require any sort of check, or is it just a thing you can do?
It's an easy mechanics check to harvest components from a functioning device without breaking it to repair a broken one.
Oh well, sweet. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead and.
That's a good talent.
I'm afraid to watch this roll. I have
Thank
to.
Yeah, easy mechanics.
It's an easy check. Come on.
Easy mechanics. Come on.
Okay.
There we
See,
go. All right.
Fine.
So I've lost the data, but the datapad works now.
Yeah, the datapad works now.
Do you need a datapad, Chicks?
No. I'll stick with the flimsy stuff. You go. and
I'll
keep-
hold on to it. Maybe somebody else will need it.
Somebody on the ship recently has a broken data pad, but I don't know.
NPC out there somewhere. We
Yeah,
know.
The
Yeah.
guy that you bullied.
For the record, I gave him money, which makes it better.
That's true.
Oh, money and a datapad coming his way. You really feel guilty.
Money fixes everything.
Yeah, it took me one session to give up trying to be a bad guy.
Just misunderstood.
Yeah, so you very easily manage to like reboot the OS and like load a new kernel onto it, and it just badoop, boing, turns on.
Bum, 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 bum.
Good as new.
You've got mail.
So, so back in the med bay, she's kind of like no, she's mostly sedated. She looks like she's pretty out of it. Look, her eyes are half lidded over, and she's looking like she is completely unaware of what's going on.
I believe Aaron wanted to coordinate with other people.
Yeah, I've got a. I'll keep you appraised of the plan if you do want to stay here. If not, I want to get the. Let's see. Who do I trust? I definitely trust most of our group. So let's see. I would like to get. I have an idea. All right. I'd like to get. Exel should definitely come. I want Echo, Captain Andu, the Master at Arms, who I keep forgetting how to. Every time I remember how to say her name, and then I read her name, and then I forget how to say her name every time.
It's all those vowels. It's the 3 vowels in a row.
Voke.
Vauk.
Vauk.
V. Ow. K.
I have now spelled it phonetically. So.
Yes.
Jix, do you know anything about explosives? Jix, do you know anything about explosives? Over.
Push button, boom. That's about it.
Roger. Over.
What exactly are they planning? Giving him a dubious look.
I don't trust that face.
I probably shouldn't. All right. So Aaron's gonna go to his secure room. He's gonna secure the room. He's gonna call the people that he'd like to come to the room, and anyone else who wants to come. I can also call you guys so you can be a part of this. But according to our according to Mayara, they're sending some interceptors. They're going to be sending interceptors on the way to intercept our ship. She said that she would be willing to drive a ship out to them and to, like tell them not to fight us? What if we put her in that ship, we send the ship towards her, and then we have a bomb on that ship, and then we blow up all the interceptors?
Like it.
That seems
Complicated.
Like a great plan.
Like nothing could go wrong.
Do we have a disposable ship?
I was gonna say also, do we have?
Ships are expensive.
We haven't addressed the thing of we could just leave. Like yeah, she doesn't know that the hyperdrive. I thought the point of this was to make sure that we're not taking off with people who are gonna, or sorting out who among the crew is actually in on this.
Well, as
is
far
the
as
main idea.
according to the role, I believe her. So I believe that.
Yeah, no, I know you. I know. I don't. Do we still want to? Do we need to blow up ships?
Not technically.
We could sneak on board and shoot more people. You like shooting people.
I believe it. It's still the captain's ship, and I know that he's like leaving this up to us. But like, as far as whether we need to engage the Black Sun, because I personally know the Black Sun are quite scary, or
That's why I brought the captain here. Captain.
yeah, okay. So, what does the captain think we should do in regards to the oncoming interceptors? Do we stand and fight, or knowing that the hyperdrive is clear, do we flee?
I suppose we could stay. The Emperor Leopold he's venerable. He's fought a lot of pirates and come out mostly unscathed. But there's a way that Miria spoke, and she's been on the crew for a while, that makes it very sure that she seemed to know that we would be at a loss. Compared.
There is a strong chance they have inside knowledge.
Precisely. But if we can fight the pirates, that would mean more credits for us, provided that we confirm their demise.
And intercept their cargo.
Exactly. And who knows? Whatever cargo that we intercept, we might take it ourselves. I'm sure it'll be worth something to someone.
Are we part of a network of pirate hunters at all?
Well, we're working under contract to the Empire.
Yeah,
you're so not necessarily like a network of pirate hunters, but you guys are paid on like a headhunting contract. So like per destroyed ship, you get dispensed a certain amount of credits, in addition to like a base pay rate to just patrol an area.
Got it. Do we have any, Captain? Do we have any friendlies in the area that might be able to help us lay a bit of a trap? I'm not big on the sharing of rewards, but it's a little personal this time around, and honestly, I just kind of want to show the Black Suns that they probably shouldn't mess with us.
It would not hurt to send out a call.
And if it's a big enough hull, it's not really splitting that much.
I will see what we can do. But in the meantime, Echo, do you think you'd be able to rig a hyperdrive to explode? Those old Z95s, they have them. I'm not sure when the last time they worked is, but it might be a possibility. Let her believe that she is being let go in exchange for our skin. If she gets on the ship, it blows up, we have one less interceptor to worry about.
I think I could do it.
Shouldn't we really be asking Echo if he can fix it so it can fly right?
Also,
why did we invite you? You're just mean.
Also keep in mind when they say interceptors, they're not fighters. They're not snub-nosed fighters. They are interceptor frigates. So they're big ships. I mean, so is the Gazanti, but the Emperor Leopold is a big ship as well. But this
So
thing,
they're on par with us size-wise, but also probably better equipped because we're kind of janky.
no. These things are notoriously janky, and pirates don't really take very good care of their things. The Emperor Leopold is lovingly janky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like anything could break at any given moment, but also like this thing could take a shot from the Death Star and probably be okay.
I get you.
You know
Just
what I mean?
limps along.
All
He's-
reliable.
Yeah, exactly. Like you pat it on the bulkhead and you say he's got it where it counts. You know
It's
what
a
I
Winnebago.
mean?
It's a Winnebago.
It's a Lada, like an old Soviet car that will never break down.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's one of those. That's the
Not
sort
permanently, anyway.
of yeah, exactly. If it breaks
Unless
down,
we get blown up.
you can just fix it. Exactly. The parts to fix it are literally duct tape. You don't need any special parts.
The ship is about like 40% duct tape.
Exactly. I mean, so is
And
the Millennium
WD-40.
Falcon. So,
The more duct tape.
yeah. So, he turns it over to all of you, and he says, "Well, I do not think that if there were any more conspirators, they would act out should we get into a scrap.
You don't think, or you do think?
I do not think that they will act out. We have killed 3 of them, captured the 4th. I do not hope it runs any deeper than that, but we may have an issue."
Oh, what did I learn from the communications?
Oh, the communication logs. Yeah, so you know that on her datapad, with like a remote HoloNet uplink, she has been communicating with 2 ships, to the comm center of 2 different ships. The Unshaken is one of them, and the Rat Bastard is the other one.
Rat bastard or womp rat bastard?
Womp Rat Bastard.
Womp rat bastard and the shaken.
The Unshaken, yeah.
Unshaken.
Mhm.
Stirred.
I feel like both of those are 2 very different bars.
So she's been communicating with those 2 ships. You do not have the specifics of those, but you do know that that's what she's been communicating with. The current complement of the Emperor Leopold includes several heavy laser cannons, not quite turbo lasers, but several heavy laser cannons, more lighter laser cannons to deal with other fighters, and it has 2 Z95s on board, 2 Z95 headhunters, which are like the proto X-wing. Just for reference, they're like X-wings if the wings don't unfold.
Womp rat bastard.
So, so what ship were we going to stick her in and then make not ship anymore to try and make their ship not a ship anymore?
One of the
That's
fighter
hunters.
thingies, right?
Yeah, she asked for a
headhunters.
Z95.
Got
They
it.
they do have hyperdrives. They are hyperspace capable craft. So you could potentially sabotage one of those and rig it to explode on a detonator, or explode after a timer, whichever you'd like to do.
The
It would-
detonator would be more fun.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be harder to do with a detonator,
Don't need a long signal.
but it's a possibility.
Echo can do it.
But he does ask if that is something that you would like to do, because you are part of the crew. Would you like to fight? Taking on a single interceptor is a thing that you guys have done before. Not 2, but you can pretty easily handle 1.
If we can take out one with the bomb, then we'll have a fair fight.
Yeah.
And-
Could
That's a fun plan.
Echo? How easily? If the big obstacle here, I'm assuming that what Mike told us is kind of what you're telling me about setting this stuff up, unless I Could we set up like a communications relay network? Just like toss out a little probe guy towards where they're going to show up to bounce the signal off of, so it can be easier to check this, to easierly do. I like the detonate because I don't like the timer, just because like what if she sits there for 30 seconds and then our plan is dead? Like what if they questioned her before they let her aboard? Like I want to know that we can get her in when we blow her up. Is that something possibly we could do?
So like a comm buoy to hijack their communications.
Not well, but I guess
A
they're
signal boost for increased chances with the detonator.
yeah. I just
okay.
want to create a little booster buoy thing that, or just is there a way that we could boost our own signal and make it easier? Like
Yeah, I would say you could probably just run it through the ship's own communications to boost it. That would be a computer's check when the time comes, but that's certainly an option.
what do you all think? Think
So-
this fight's worth it?
Leaving this up to you guys. It's an opportunity for more credits, or over a tough fight. Up to you.
I say we do it.
We can always try. We can always get the plan ready, try the plan, and have the hyperdrive ready. And if it doesn't go right, we're gone.
I'm willing to fight. That's what we're here.
Because we're able to jump now. We got that fixed.
Mhm.
And
I say we set the trap.
and they don't know.
We know they're
Right.
coming. They don't know that we know they're coming.
I am prepared.
Well, that's-
Take me to the Z95.
Yes,
I'll
How many
say-
Z95s do we have?
there's two of them.
I'll walk with Echo to the Z95. I'm not really interested in seeing her face anymore.
So yeah,
I don't-
there's
I don't like her. Moira.
so there's two, Razor 1, Razor 2, the two Z95s.
I will continue to monitor her until she is awake again. But we have to convince her that we are truly letting her free. I do
Which-
not think this task should fall to me. I don't believe that she trusts me. Perhaps
I'll
the
talk to
captain.
her.
No, or you?
I'll do it.
I think that's the best plan.
Yep.
All right.
She knows I'm on thin ice with everybody anyway, so most believable.
Yeah, really.
I like it.
Okay, so Echo, I will need from you a hard mechanics check to set the hyperdrive to sabotage, quote unquote, the hyperdrive on one of the Z95s, and then
Three
I
purples.
3 purples.
You should ask Grease for help to try and boost your chances.
And then to rig up the thing to fail on a detonator, it will be a medium computer's check with 2 setbacks.
All right.
Flip
Would
the
I be
force
able
token.
to get Grease or the Ugnaught, I can't remember his name, to help me?
Yeah, they'll help you.
Very long range.
They'll add a boost.
Do we trust them before we bring them in?
We trust Grease.
Okay.
Yeah, I trust Grease.
Okay.
Yeah, they did get shot, so I don't think
That's an excellent
Unless,
point.
unless
They
they
were
were playing
clever.
a very long con for that.
All right, here comes the mechanics, and then what was the computer check?
All right. Mechanics check. Oh, thanks, boost. That saved the day.
Yes, it did.
Mechanics check is 2 purples and 2 setbacks.
Light side.
Yeah, go ahead and flip a token.
Flip a token. Flip a
Absolutely.
token.
Definitely go ahead and do that. Where does my computer's at? Okay.
Let's see what we get.
All right. Whew, this is scary looking.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
Complete wash.
What was
We,
your
we can escalate.
Escalate.
escalate? What's your
Escalate.
escalate?
Escalate.
Upgrade a green and a purple.
Yep.
All right. So purple, red, 2 blacks, 3 yellow, and a green.
Yep.
Let's do this. Escalate.
Oh, dice gods, dice gods.
Oh.
Oh, no! Oh. Wah, 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 wah.
So, Echo, you set the
You
detonator
explode
up.
the ship.
Yep.
Detonator's good to go. You've got it on a trigger.
Good to go.
All you gotta do is press the button.
Yep.
Because the second one was just to do the boost of the signal, right?
The first roll was to sabotage the hyperdrive so that it
Yeah.
would blow up. The second one was to rig a detonator.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Which Echo, you got it, buddy.
Yep.
As far as Echo knows, it is you are set up.
Would I have needed to use a second light side? Additional roll?
No, you can only.
It's using the same dice pool to
Yeah.
escalate, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, just making sure.
Yep. So,
All right, I look at everybody. We're good to go, and I'm holding the detonator in my hand.
God, I love this wild card. Who knows when it's gonna blow up?
Yep.
Engage!
Well,
Blows up right now.
Gunner's like, good job, Echo. That seems like, I mean, it looks solid to me. I don't really know anything about it, but.
Yep, that's a starship. Yeah.
We're good to go. We're good to go. I got this.
Gunner's a pilot. He knows what
Does
starship
somebody
is.
want to do the detonator? You want me to do it? When do I need to push the button?
Right now.
Yeah, you got his thumb is like dangerously close to that button.
His hand is shaking.
Would this require a skill to push this button?
No, it would not require a skill. It is in fact, it is an incidental to press the detonator.
Oh,
To press the button, you've got
doesn't,
2 reds.
It doesn't feel incidental to me.
It is accidental. Push the button.
1
Just to blow
green,
up the ship.
2 purples, 3 reds.
I mean, Echo
and a
did
step
the
back.
Echo did the work. I
Wait,
feel
what
like
is this check for?
It's for pushing the button.
Okay.
I thought maybe it's like a demolitions check to like see if it works, like that final chance.
I
thing.
could I could throw you a discipline check to not press the button.
It's okay. Mike, I don't want you to overwork yourself. All right, I'm really enjoying it. Just don't just calm down. Take a break. Take a break.
Yeah.
How much
exactly.
difficulty would that discipline check be?
All of it.
How much does Echo want to press the button? I'll leave it to you.
Please
I'm
do
going
not.
to say that there's going to have to be a discipline check when that ship takes off.
Yeah, just to do it right there.
Yeah.
That completely ruins the plan. No.
That blows up our ship.
I mean, yeah, Echo's not going to do it standing right here. I mean, he's excited, but
It's not. Yeah,
Can
it's
I-
not
can
that
I
much
tell-
of a wild card.
Can we
I don't mean to make
her away from him?
I was about to ask, Echo, could I actually? You seem a little excited. Maybe I'll give it back to you like right when it's time. Just stick with me, but just in case, it's more. I don't want anyone to try and steal it, so I'm just gonna. But
okay, that's probably best.
got it. Gunner really likes to live. He has no inclination to push this button. Right in the pocket. Button it up. Okay.
Put it in the pocket and slide it down.
Yep.
I assume there's a cool little cap on it. I hope.
Yeah, there's a nice, a safety cap.
Crack in it, but it's there.
Yeah, it's there. It's a little janky. Yeah, so we cut back to the medical bay where Jix is going to break the news to Miria, correct?
Where I was all
Imagine-
serious until it happened. Oh man.
The girl has been like monitoring the sedation and just keeping her, safely
Mhm.
kind of out of it until the time came. So he's bringing her to now.
Sounds good. Yeah, so she kind of rouses from her sleep, or from her sedation, and kind of looks at all of you and goes, "So,
I think I'm
Do
doing
we-
my best to look disgruntled.
do we have a deal?"
Yeah, that's why I'm the only one here with you. Besides the doc. Iran's all pissed. You got yourself your deal. You got your ship. Go off. Save our skin. You're free to go.
I don't agree with this, but seeing as we are sitting ducks.
Exactly. And my life's more
Space
valuable
ducks. What's a Star Wars duck?
A duck. Space duck.
than. So,
A Minoc.
Oh no, sitting Minox.
The ducks are a type of waterfowl. They were first.
Oh, good. It's on Wikipedia.
In a 19
and I can use that word.
in a 1977 Star Wars novel.
Oh my gosh.
It was mentioned in the 1977 novelization of Star Wars: A New Hope.
There you go.
Amazing.
there you go. Ducks exist.
Ducks.
Ducks are universal.
Ducks. Canon. All right.
It's got like a stamp on him.
So
Doesn't matter how many times we reboot the universe. They'll always be there.
yeah, let's okay. So roll me a deception check, Jix. Your difficulty is going to be 1 red and 1 purple.
Oh god, Phantom Menace had CGI ducks.
And you can take a boost from
Okay.
Pharrell being there too.
You said 1 red and 1 purple?
1 red, 1 purple for your difficulty, and you get a boost.
I'm contributing to the lies.
You are.
Gunner, Echo's gonna just silently hand you a data pad.
What's on the data pad? Not when I open it.
Nothing now.
It's a
It's completely
nothing
blank.
now.
I look at it. Thanks.
By the way, what was on in her journal that I read?
Her journal was just talking about. It's basically like a condemnation. It's like, oh, geez, I can't believe I did this. Well, whatever. I'm only out to save my own skin. Fuck everyone else. Sorry, excuse me. Krong everyone else.
Yes.
Yes.
I know that her and Jace were having a relationship. Is it like J plus M with like a heart?
No,
Oh.
no,
Not
there's-
any-
there's-
No, it was like a hookup. wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a hookup.
Got it.
She talks about her briefly in the journal. She's like, nah, Jace, he's hot, but he's dumb. Like, I guess I'll just
Bo.
exactly. He's a himbo. He's a good lay, and that's about it.
So I'll take her journal, put it in her lap, pretty much go. You're free to go whenever you decide it's time to leave. But
She kind of like
we're
jangles,
tired of waiting.
She jangles the binder.
We let her. Aren't we supposed to let her go as soon as they get here? Not now. Sorry.
Well, she's going to the idea is for her to be she's not free to go do whatever. The idea is for her to go to them.
Yep.
Do we have to wait for them to get here, or aren't they like en route, like getting here any minute?
Yeah, they're en route.
I imagine it will, cinematically line up to they arrive as we let her free.
So I'm sure one of you unlocks the binder. She stands up, collects the little black notebook, looks at you, Jix, and like taps it against your forehead, and she says, I knew you see reason. She puts it in one of her pockets, and that's when one of the alarms start going off, and
Shit.
kind of the ship intercom says, this is Captain Andu. We have 2 interceptors coming out of hyperspace. All hands to battle stations. Repeat, all hands to battle stations.
You better keep your word.
And she looks at everyone and goes, well, I'll see you all in hell. And she walks out of the room towards the hangar bay. And that is where we're going to end episode 3 of Legitimate Enterprises. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it a lot. Before we go, let's go around one more time and tell the good people who you are and where they can find more of you, because networking is a thing. So let's go ahead and let's go in the opposite direction. Jix, who are you, and where can the good people of the internet find you more should they want?
All right, if you want to find me, I'm Drake Finney on all social medias. You can find me also on Have So Online TV on all social medias as we're doing high school sports as we gear up for baseball and all the spring fun that's going to happen. And otherwise than that, you can find me here every Saturday that I definitely don't have some prior obligation, trying to save my skin and get a couple cred on the way.
Vrel, who are you and where can the people find more of you?
My name is Kelsey. You can find me in the spaces between worlds and also sometimes on Twitter at Kelsifer Rising.
Echo, who are you and where can the people find more of you? And your dog.
Yeah, he's upset that somebody's walking down the road.
Oh,
I
excuse
am.
me. My Twitter isn't Kelsifer Rising, it's Kelsifery. I'm sorry. I don't even know my own handles. Apologies.
He's upset.
Anyway, I'm JL Holloway. You can find me at Hall Hideaway. Pretty much all of them. I've got my Twitch. We will be playing tomorrow night, D&D 5e, 6 o'clock Central.
Alrighty. Exil, who are you and where can the people find more of you?
I'm Necro, and you can find me on Tumblr and Twitter at Necromatador. I draw and post dumb stuff, so.
Look at all of you with your brand recognition.
It's excellent. Brand,
I'm just a person.
Brand consistency. Aaron, who are you and where can the people find more of you?
I'm Duncan. I play Aaron. You cannot find me anywhere else. Do not try.
He's a ghost.
I'm a mysterious man, someone say.
Yes.
But I have a YouTube channel with entirely private videos called Too Much Thought. So come leave me a comment.
On the private videos that they can
On the
totally
private
see.
videos.
You can comment, I believe, on the general channel. But
Oh,
yeah.
right, that's a thing. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know how to network. Oh, where am I? I am Lazybones. I am the GM. You can catch me streaming just regular video games here extremely inconsistently. But otherwise, I do this. Every other Friday, I am over on Dammit twitch.tv/Dammit where I play Saspero, the anime swordsman, Air Genasi Kensei monk. He's very fun, he's very dumb, but he slices and dices a lot of things. We're actually not playing that, we're playing a mecha game. So I'll be playing Alphonse Haldane, because it's it's the most cowboy name possible. My call sign is Cowboy, of course, and my mech's name is the Pale Horse.
That's amazing.
So, and
I love it. That is awesome.
And I perfectly got. Look, anytime I play an RPG, here's the one thing you need to know about me. Anytime I play an RPG, it is always my first goal to make someone like a gunslinger, because they are my favorite they're my favorite character trope. And
That's absolutely valid.
And I did that. So I have a giant mech named the Pale Horse who just has one big gun that has 6 shots in it. That's so cool. That's literally it. That's all I could. It's fast. Like, that's it.
That's so cool.
That's very good.
So catch us there next Friday, so March 6th, and yeah. So anyway, thank you everyone for tuning in. In case you're tuning in late, you can catch us on YouTube, probably going up sometime tomorrow. So yeah.
Also, Twitch should hopefully save a VOD this time.
Yes, Twitch is saving a VOD this time. I triple checked that was the case. All right, everyone. Well, thank you all for playing, and thank you all for tuning in. And I will see y'all around the galaxy. See you next week, everyone. Bye.
Bye.